Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is story about what if Naruto was left to die by devil part 1. Before I start, please do support for more amazing content and comments for part 2. Do consider to subscribe my channel and share my video to your friends and check out the description as well. Let's start the video. At a train station in Tokyo, Japan, a young man of about 15 years old, named Naruto Uzumaki, was to get on the train to Ko, to start his new life. Naruto is an orphan. He never knew his parents, nor did he have any family members. He has lived in an orphanage since the death of his parents when he was only 2 years old. Naruto's parents died in a car crash, so he has had to do whatever he had to in order to have any happiness. Naruto-kun! Wait! A feminine voice shouted. Naruto turned around to see Mikoto, a woman in her late 30s, with black hair, green eyes and the body of a 25-year-old model with large breasts, and gathered with her were a group of children ranging from 5 to 10 years old. They came to tell Naruto their goodbyes and wish him the best of luck in the world. Before Naruto left, Mikoto and the other orphans had a little gift for him. Oh, it feels like the years have passed by so quickly, Naruto-kun. We are really going to miss you, Mikoto said as she walked up to him. I'm going to miss everyone too, Mikoto-chan, Naruto replied. Since people were never interested in adopting me. Before you go, Naruto-kun, here, take this with you, Mikoto said, as she handed him a green crystal. Mikoto-chan, what is it? A surprised Naruto said. It's a special crystal, Naruto-kun, Mikoto stated with a smile on her face. If you get into any trouble or anything bad happens to you, this crystal will protect you. This has been my good luck charm since your mother gave it to me. Naruto frowned, as he was always told he got his bad luck from his mother, but smiled quickly. He did not care if it was good or bad luck, because he got something that belonged to his mother. Naruto hugged her. Thank you, Mikoto-chan, this is the greatest gift I have ever gotten. Promise me you won't get into too much trouble, Naruto-kun. Also, send us a letter or come visit once in a while, Mikoto-chan said with a smile. I promise I will be on my best behavior, and will write or visit whenever I can. Well, I've got to go now, Naruto waved to them as he moved towards the train. Goodbye, Mikoto-chan, and bye everyone, Naruto said, as he entered the train. Goodbye, Naruto-kun, Mikoto said. Goodbye, Naruto and I-san. Come and visit us real soon, the orphan said, as they and Mikoto waved goodbye to Naruto. Watching the train leave, Mikoto remembers the dying words of her best friend, and Naruto's mother, Kushina. Mikoto-chan, when my Naruto-kun is old enough to be on his own. Kushina takes a green crystal from her pocket and hands it to Mikoto. Give this to him, our family's treasure. I did as you asked, Kushina-chan. I did as you asked? Naruto is now on his own and starting his new life as a man. Now, Naruto is now 16 years old with spiky blonde hair, slightly tanned skin, and bright ocean blue eyes. He is wearing a white button-up long-sleeved shirt, a pair of black jeans, and black and red Converse shoes. He moved to Ko so that he could start making money and make something of himself. By the time he was 16, he joined Ko Academy, as it had become a co-ed school. During his time in Ko Academy, Naruto had formed a great friendship with Murayama and Kate. Even if they don't really hang out with him much, they were nice to him, unlike Issei and his perverted group. He also became friends with another fellow second-year student named Momo Hanakai. The two could often be seen talking and hanging out with one another while at Ko Academy. Both Momo and Naruto both confided in one another. They considered themselves best friends. That was the feeling of love, something he hadn't truly known since his mother and father died. Mikoto could only give him so much love and affection, but it was never like this. Look, it's Rias and Akino, a girl squealed, causing Naruto to turn around and see the two great ladies and frown. He had poured out his heart and soul to Rias Grimoire in the first year in front of the entire school on Valentine's Day, only to be rejected with her saying, "You are not what I am looking for." He was the laughing stock of the school for weeks. If it wasn't for Momo, Murayama, and Kate, he may have killed himself. 6 months afterwards he fell in love with the sadistic Akino, and decided to try his luck with her, but he decided to ask her out in private. He waited for her to be alone before he approached her with pink roses, they are her favorite, and tried to give them to her, but she rejected him even more swiftly than Rias had, saying, "If you can't even get President's attention, then there is no way you will be getting mine." Then she walked away as tears came out of his eyes. It took Naruto the rest of the year to get over Akino, but he did. At the start of his new year he saw a girl. She was a first-year student, her name being Kaneko Tuju. His heart started to beat the moment he saw her, and he decided to ask her out before anyone else got the chance. He ran up to her and asked her out, but she ignored him and passed him like he was not there. Even after all three of them rejected him, he still wanted to be with them, and he did not know how until he learned that they were all in a club together. He decided to join the club so he could be near to them, and who knows, they could fall in love with him, but his dream was shut down as he approached them at the club. This club is for people with special gifts, and you are not one of them, Rias told him. After 2 months of trying to get into the club, he gave up and decided to focus on someone else. His best friend Momo was constantly helping him getting over the 3 girls that rejected him and telling him that they do not deserve such a sweet guy like him. So he thought that maybe she liked him, but unexpected things happened. Naruto had finally gathered his courage and approached Momo. Say Momo-chan. Naruto fidgeted. I really like you, you know? And I like you, Naruto-san. Momo smiled as she ate her lunch. You are one of my closest friends, but you see I kind of like you more than a friend. Naruto could hear his heart thundering in his chest. I was wondering if maybe you'd like to go out on a date with me. He looked at her hopefully. I'm sorry, Momo shook her head. But I don't like you that way. Ahaha, Naruto laughed, but inwardly his heart shattered for the fourth time. No worries. Yeah, I get it. He turned away so she couldn't see his face. Oh well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Is there someone else? Momo's blush was a dead giveaway. Man, what a lucky guy. Naruto stared at the sky. Well, I guess I should cheer you on, right? After all, that's what friends are for. Thank you, Naruto-san. Momo smiled softly. Let's put all this behind us then. Naruto ran a hand through his hair. Let's pretend I never asked. Are you sure? Momo asked. Yeah. Naruto smirked. Thank you, Naruto-kun. Momo smiled. Since that day, Naruto and Momo's friendship hadn't the same. They rarely spent any time together after his confession, and he liked it that way because it felt awkward whenever she wanted to talk about boys with him. He thought about asking out Murayama or Keitase, but he didn't want to ruin his friendship with them like he did with Momo. Kaya hi. Naruto heard the screams of some familiar voices as the perverted trio ran past him. Damn it, Issei, he growled. He hates Issei, because he always seemed to be peeping on his friends, and a few days ago he overheard Rias telling Kaneko to observe Issei. I can't believe Rias is interested in him, and not me. Murayama and Keitase came running towards him. That pervert tried to peep in the girls' changing room, a panting Murayama said. I am going to kill him one of these days. Keitase was trying to calm her down as she continued to rant. Naruto-kun, please do something? Keitase begged. Why? I like when she is like this since she looks cute when she is angry. Naruto said with a small smile which seemed to calm her down before her face turned red. Keitase giggled at her blushing friend. Thank you, Naruto-kun, you always know how to calm her down, Keitase said with a smile on her face. Naruto gave them fox grinned. Of course I do. I am your friend after all. Hee, and a very good friend too. Naruto looked at both girls. They are the only two girls in the school other than Momo who seems to want to be around him. Sorry, Uzumaki-san, I'm not interested in you, the red-headed girl said. Sorry, you're not my type, the black-haired girl said. Stay away from me and my friends, you trash, the white-haired girl said. Naruto could never understand why they rejected him. But he will never give up on them until they've accepted him. Hey, look, it's Rias-sama and her group. They are looking at us. Murayama shouted in excitement. Keitase noticed the blonde frown when Murayama mentioned Rias and her group. They knew about his attempts and rejections, but sometimes Murayama seems to forget about them when Rias looks at her. I've got an idea. How about the three of us hang out? Keitase tried to change the subject. Either I nor Murayama have really spent that much time with you in a while, right? Naruto nodded with a raised eyebrow. It will be a good chance to get reacquainted with each other, Keitase said, causing Murayama to look at her with wide eyes, uncertain of why her best friend had just said that. Are you sure about that, Keitase? I wouldn't want to be a bother or anything, he said as he tried to turn around, but was stopped by a hand on his arm. He saw that Keitase was now standing beside him with a frown on her face. Naruto, please don't leave. I know that you don't normally socialize with people, but please. You can't be a loner all the time. All three of us need a good break to take our minds off things, so why not spend some time together? Said Keitase, shocking Naruto. Are you sure about that, Keitase? I don't want to be any trouble. Naruto once more tried to decline her offer. Oh no you don't, Naruto, I insist. Said Keitase, looking straight into Naruto's blue eyes. Whatever response Naruto might have had, died in his throat as he could see Keitase wasn't going to give up until he said yes, so relenting, he nodded his assent. Keitase beamed at this, which made Naruto blush a little at how beautiful she suddenly looked. Now, just one more thing to take care of, she thought. Naruto, could you please excuse me and Murayama while we freshen up a bit before we head out? She said, and Naruto could only nod as Keitase lead Murayama out of the bathroom. Uzumaki-san, what are you doing in front of the female bathroom? A stern voice asked. Naruto turned around to see a beautiful girl with black hair styled in a short bob cut, and violet eyes which were covered by a pair of glasses. She had a curvy body that most girls would want, and a lovely set of C-cup breasts that are trying to break free of her Ko-Academy girl's uniform. Sona-senpai, Naruto shuddered as he looked at the president of the student council. I am waiting on my friends Murayama and Keitase. I see, Sona said as she looked at him. Okay then, and stay out of trouble. She walked off, but then she stopped and walked back to him. Let me help you. She fixed his tie and left. Man, if I wasn't so scared of her I would have asked her out, Naruto said to himself. Once out of earshot of Naruto, Sona spoke to herself. You are too good for Rias and Akino, Naruto-san. Sona sighs. I do not know what you see in them to be so adamant about being with them. With Murayama and Keitase. Keitase, what were you thinking, asking him out like that? Murayama asked in a hushed whisper to Keitase. People will think we are dating him. Keitase glared at her best friend and answered, what am I thinking? Murayama, Naruto is orphan like us, and we know how he feels not having many friends. Kate reminded her friend. He has helped us every time when no one else would. He is our friend, and you know what happened between him and Momo. I'm sorry, I forgot. Murayama sighed, knowing Kate was right. Okay, I'm ready. Good, let's go back. Kate said. Murayama and Kate walked back into the main hall where Naruto was still standing, looking like he wasn't even sure what to do. Naruto, Murayama said, drawing his attention. But when he looked at her with his ocean blue eyes, she suddenly lost her voice. She was looking at him, something that, she now realized, she had never actually done before, and noticed how handsome he truly is. Murayama, are you okay? You've got a strange look on your face? Naruto asked, worry in his voice. At first, he was embarrassed when she was looking at him so intently, but after a while he began to worry that something may be wrong, and when asked her to check, Murayama, blushing brightly when she realized what she had been thinking, as well as noticing his concern over her, which was touching. I'm fine, Naruto, really I am. She trailed off. We will see you after school, Naruto-kun. Both girls said as they walked away and waved at him. Hey Momo, they said, seeing the girl walking towards the group. Hey girls, Momo said to them as she walked up to Naruto. Naruto-kun, let's go, class is about to start. Naruto nodded and they headed for class. The trip was not completely silent, however, as along the way Momo asked, Naruto-kun, will you help me pick out a dress that will impress? Sorry, but I have plans, Naruto said as he walked faster to class, not looking back and leaving Momo looking hurt. Naruto-kun, what is going on with us? We used to be so close, Momo said to herself. Then she remembered when they started to drift. I was a fool to reject you, but it seems I am already too late. She had heard their plans and in her jealousy wanted to interrupt them. After school, the three of them went out into town to find something to do. Not knowing where to go first, Kate asked Naruto where he would like to go. Naruto had suggested that they try the new arcade that had opened up in town. When they got there, the three of them were amazed to see people playing on the large machines. They spent hours there, playing the games. For each of them, it was the most fun they'd had in such a long time. They wanted to stay there forever but couldn't, and as it was starting to get late, and the arcade would be closing soon, Naruto decided to try one last game before leaving, the crane game. Putting in the money necessary, Naruto set about winning them each a prize. First, he managed to win Kate's a stuffed raven doll. For Murayama, however, her prize made her look at it in shock. It was a stuffed panda. She subconsciously brought her hand to her stomach. Kate, seeing her reaction, gave her a little shove, and noticed that Naruto had a downtrodden expression on his face. Sorry, forgot about the Naruto said. Murayama, however, quickly snatched the panda from Naruto, and looked at it. Nah, it's okay, you can take it since you love pandas. Murayama and Kate smiled at him. Murayama and Kate shared a look with each other, before looking at Naruto. Wondering what they were planning, Murayama went on to Naruto's right side and Kate's left, and both leaned up to give Naruto a kiss on both his cheeks. Naruto was stunned at this, and couldn't form any response. Today was great, Naruto. I enjoyed myself a lot today, and that was just my and Kate's way of thanking you, said Murayama with a smile. Yeah, we should do this again really soon. In fact, why not tomorrow? Kate said with a wink, and if that goes as well as it did today, maybe you'll get another thank you from the both of us. And with that, both of them left, leaving a stunned Naruto there. After they were gone, Naruto slowly brought his hand up to his face, and gave it a pinch. Ouch, he said as his cheek now hurt. So, it really wasn't a dream then? He said to himself. He finally came to accept that it actually happened. He couldn't help but smile. And somewhere, deep down, he began to hope that he would finally be able to find happiness. Oh yeah! Yelled Naruto, punching the air in happiness. So again tomorrow, I can't wait. As Naruto left the arcade, he hoped something good would happen tomorrow. Another place. Highschool could not believe his phenomenal change in luck. The day had seemed so bleak after he had barely escaped being beaten to death by the girls of the kendo club. He was wallowing in his depression, wondering if he would ever get to see a pair of real live breasts when she came along. Yuma, a beautiful girl with long black hair that fell down to her waist and kind, violet eyes. She wore a short black dress that allowed a tantalizing glimpse of her amazing legs and a light purple jacket on top. She had come to him while he was moping on the bridge and had actually asked him out. The two of them had just finished their first date, which consequently was also the first date Issei had ever been on. Issei-kun. Yes, Yuma-chan? Issei asked, his heart skipping a beat as she smiled at him. Ah, such a beautiful smile. There's something I was hoping you would do for me, to commemorate our first date. Yuma blushed and pressed a finger to her lips. Will you do that for me? Was this it? The moment of truth. Would he finally receive his first kiss? What is it? Could you please die for me? Issei scratched his cheek, his confusion more than evident. Could you repeat that? I don't think I heard you right. Yuma's smile became increasingly sinister. As she tilted her head down, shadows seemed to cast harsh angles upon her once angelic face. Could you please die for me? Without warning, wings burst from Yuma's back, tearing the fabric of her dress and jacket, leaving 2 gaping holes in the back. The wings were very large, spanning nearly a meter each in length. They looked like angel wings, except that the feathers were black instead of white. With a flap of her wings, Yuma shot into the air and hung several feet above the flabbergasted Issei. "I had a lot of fun with you these past couple of hours," Yuma said as she held out her hand. Light seemed to gather and coalesce at her palm, creating what looked like a long spear. "Dating a child like you was a nice break for me, and I'll always treasure this gift you gave me." She held out the small gift he bought her. "That is why I'm going to make this as painless as possible." She threw the spear at him. Issei, still in shock and trying to understand what was going on, could do nothing more than watch as the spear of light traveled towards him like a bullet. Fortunately for him, while he was not able to react in time, there was someone else in the area who saw what was happening, and did act in time. Issei found himself shoved to the ground just before the spear of light could reach him. Instead of shooting through his flesh, the spear was embedded in the ground several feet away where it soon dissipated. Yuma looked both shocked and angry. "Who the hell are you?" Issei blinked at her words, then looked towards the person who saved him. It was a boy with spiky blonde hair, blue eyes. "Naruto, are you alright?" Yeah, Naruto let him stand up on his feet. After having a nice time Murayama and Keita's, he saw Issei and a black-haired girl he didn't recognize. He decided he would try to disturb Haida's date, that's why he followed them. However, he never expected he would save the pervert's life. The biggest perverted bastard that had somehow gotten Rias, Akino, and Kaneko interested in him. "Naruto. Thank goodness, man. You saved me." He tried to greet him. "Thank me later, now tell me what's going on here?" he asked. "Oh, you're Uzumaki Naruto, right? The orphan boy," Yuma said. She enjoyed seeing the blonde glare at her. He always hated when someone called him the orphan boy. "Oh right, you don't have many friends except those two girls, Murayama and Keita's, right? What if I killed them for you?" At first Naruto was shocked. How could this woman threaten his two closest friends? Then he was seething. "Leave them out of this," he growled. Hee. "Like you could stop me. A fallen angel." The woman laughed. "You should have stayed out of my business." Another light spear appeared in her hands. She threw it, this time at Naruto. Too bad for her, Naruto was not Issei. He would not stand there looking stupid while letting her try to kill him. With a level of speed he did not know he could move at, Naruto dodged the attack. "Naruto! Let's get out of here!" Issei shouted. "Are you stupid? There is no outrunning her." Naruto shouted back, "I should have just gone straight home." "Then what do we do?" Issei asked. "I will distract her so you can run and get some help," Naruto whispered to him as he dashed forward toward Fallen Angel. "Naruto! Don't!" Issei yelled after Naruto, as the blonde tried to protect him. Yuma just stood there and didn't even move until Naruto's fist met her face. Yuma was sent tumbling backwards from the surprisingly hard hit. "I didn't think I would knock her back so far." Naruto blinked. He never knew he has much power as the girl hit the ground. The Fallen Angel sat up and looked at Naruto with a glare, which just caused his grin to widen. Yuma snorted. "I'll admit, you're a lot stronger than most humans." She stood up and dusted off her dress, looking almost like nothing had happened save for the large bruise on her face. "That punch actually hurt. However, this is over." She gave the now confused blonde a devious smile. "You're already dead." "What do you mean?" asked Naruto. Yuma didn't say anything, just smiled widely. "Naruto, your chest," Issei said. Looking down, Naruto found himself staring at the spear of light that had impaled him through the center of his chest with shock. As blood began welling up in his mouth and dribbling down the side, he looked back up at the girl with black wings. "When you punched me," Yuma grinned. "You were so focused on hitting me, you didn't even notice when I impaled you." More blood began welling up in his throat. Naruto gurgled as he made to surge forward and continue fighting, but toppled face first to the ground instead. It was a miracle when he managed to at least roll over onto his back. The sound of footsteps approached him, and the blonde got a prime view of Yuma's panty-clad mound as she stepped over him and walked towards the stunned-looking Issei. Before she could get far from him, Naruto's left hand shot out and latched onto her leg. Yuma turned around in mild surprise. "Oh, you're still alive, are you? I suppose that's fine." As she turned around and kneeled down, "I hope you do survive because I never meant to kill you, you just had the bad luck of getting in my way." She lifted his face and kissed him on his cheek. "Don't worry, handsome. I won't kill your friends either." As she stood up and continued marching towards Issei, after hearing her words about not killing his friends, Naruto's vision began to dim. He tried to force his body to move, but he could not. The only thing he could do was watch the Fallen Angel shoving a light spear through Issei. As Issei bled out from the wound as his stomach, a small slip of paper that he had put into his back pocket and forgotten about began to glow crimson. In a flash of light, a red circle appeared from the paper. The circle hovered in the air, before it expanded as a figure came out from circle. Naruto's smile widened as it was none other than Rias Grimoire. But how did she get here? Does she have some kind of power? If she does, then is there chance he will be saved? Rias Grimoire looked down at the boy whom she had correctly assumed possessed a sacred gear, a powerful weapon given to humans by the biblical god. Now that he was dying, she could properly resurrect him as her pawn. Rias-sen's voice interrupted her thoughts, and she turned her head towards the source of the voice and was even more surprised that a boy was none other than Uzumaki Naruto. Please help, I'm sorry. Naruto blinked. She did not even let him finish. I'm not interested in you to be a part of my peerage. So I'm really sorry for what I am about to do. As she turned to Issei, she placed an object on Issei's chest, then another, and another, until she had placed 8 of them on the pervert's chest, and finally stepped back from him. I command thee, Haida Issei, on my name Rias Grimoire, live and enjoy your new life as my pawn. Naruto saw the objects were glowing with green energy that surrounded Issei's body. What is she saying? New life? Pawn? As he saw the wound of Issei disappeared, she saved him? What is she? Please, I'm begging you. Naruto yelled with all of his power. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Rias turned to look at Naruto. I am all out of pieces, and she grabbed Issei and left the place with magic circle. Naruto could not believe that his crush could do that to him. She just left him to die. Without so much as a genuine apology, or even an apologetic glance back at him. In this moment all of his love, admiration, and respect for her died just as he was about to. No! I will not die, as he tried to gather as much strength as possible to try and crawl to the hospital, or until he finds someone to help him. Someone help me, I don't want to die. Naruto said as he continued to crawl, dragging a wide pool of his own blood behind him. Please, anybody? As he coughed up blood, I'm not going to make it. He fell down on his face. I am sorry, Murayama Kates, but I won't be able to spend any more time with you girls. Suddenly a bright light came from his tie, and it was the last thing he saw before the darkness took him. Where is he? Kates asked as she and Murayama looked around frantically, only to see their friend lying on the paved path, in a pool of his own blood. Naruto! Both girls shouted and ran towards him. Kates was the first one to reach him and check on him. He's dead. Tears came out of her eyes. No! Naruto-kun. Murayama fell to her knees and cried, not Naruto-kun, anybody but him. I am going to kill whoever did this. Kates, as she held Naruto's head in her lap and her tears fell on his face. They are going to suffer, Murayama said as she looked at Naruto's chest and saw the hole. That wound, it was made from a light spear. Those bastards. First our parents, and now our friend. Kates said with rage. Murayama knelt down and put her arms around Kates to comfort her. Murayama, Kates, I thought I told you to wait for me. The dark blue hair said. Sona Kaishu, both girls said as they looked at their leader and student council president. Sona Citri was the best friend of Rias Grimoire, and a devil that comes from one of the 72 pillars, the house of Citri. Sorry, Sona Kaishu, but when it comes to Naruto, we Kates and Murayama both began. It's okay, I already know. Sona said as she walked up to them. That's why I gave him your summoning paper. So that's why he was able to summon us. Murayama stated in shock. To answer your unvoiced question, I slipped it into his tie when I tied it for him at school. But why did you give it to him? There is nothing special about Naruto-kun. Murayama reasoned. I thought you girls knew me better than that, Sona said as he girls held down their heads in shame. Naruto-kun may not have anything special, but he has a heart of gold, and a never-give-up attitude. She took Naruto from Kates. That is what I want in my peerage, and I know you two are attached to him. We are sorry, Sona-sama, the girl said. Sona did not want to use any of her regular pieces, but she had an extra one that she was saving for someone special. I know you do not have a sacred gear, but that shouldn't matter, Sona said to herself as she took out the extra piece that was given to her by her elder sister. You are going to show everyone that you are something special. She placed the piece on Naruto's chest. I command thee, Uzumaki Naruto, on my name Sona Citri, live and serve in my peerage. Sona shouted as she pushed the piece into Naruto's chest. Few seconds later, Sona, Murayama, and Kates watched as his chest began moving, slowly rising and falling with his breath. Murayama and Kates moved past Sona and tried to touch him. Wait, both of you. Both girls stopped. Turned to Sona. He still needs to be healed. They both blushed at that, thinking of how Sona would likely heal him. I would do it myself, but I have to talk to Rias about the events of today, so both of you take him to his apartment and heal him as best you can. Hi. Sona Kaishu, Murayama and Kates grabbed him and left the place with a magic circle. After they left the place, Sona looked at the surrounding and analyzed it. The hole over his chest mean he was attacked by an angel, either on high or fallen. Then a smile appeared. You are a fool, Rias. You could have had someone with far more potential than that pervert, but you would not even give him the time of day. But I will, and I'll make sure he has the proper time and attention he needs to grow. With her thoughts voiced, she left the park in a flash of light. Naruto's mind space. What kind of place is this? Naruto thought as he looked around him. The area he was in had an orange mist blocking his sight. Hello there, a booming voice said. The sudden and unexpected sound made Naruto start in fright, before he looked around to see where the voice had come from. Who is there? The look on your face was absolutely priceless. I haven't seen a look like that on anyone's face for a very long time. Ha, that was good. Naruto turned around to see a massive cage that seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. The entity behind the cage was huge, about 50 to 60 meters tall. Undoubtedly, you're wondering just where you are, who I am, and why are you here? Before Naruto could respond, the entity continued. Well, the answer to the first two is rather simple. We are in your mind, and I am the great Kyubi no Yoko. Kyubi no Yoko? A confused Naruto asked. He had never heard of such a creature. The QB nodded, as Naruto tried to say something, but the QB continued. And as to exactly why you're here, well, you're my host who will gain all my power, Uzumaki Naruto. Your power? Naruto shuddered. He couldn't believe this was happening to him. Wait, why me? The crystal. I was sealed in the crystal that you wore around your neck, the giant fox said, and when it broke I went into your body. You still haven't answered my question. Why me? Naruto asked again. Ha 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 ha. Because I need a body to survive since mine was destroyed long ago, the fox said with a grin on his face. Let's just say you got lucky. But I am dead, Naruto said as the fox started to laugh. Why are you laughing? You are not dead. You remember those two friends of yours? Naruto nodded his head. Well, they and their master resurrected you as a devil. A what? Naruto shouted in shock. Then that means Murayama and Keites are devils? Yep, and their master with a girl with dark blue air glasses saved you, Kyuubi said. You mean Sona? Naruto said as the fox nodded his head. Forget about that for now and let me really introduce myself. I'm the Kyuubi no Yoko, the strongest yokai who faced and defeated the Satan Lucifer in my prime. The giant fox roared as the place shook, and I will be making you into something far more powerful than I ever was, not to mention get you all the attention you want, especially from the ladies. But be warned, the training will be hard and dangerous. The Kyuubi continued speaking while Naruto just stood there. He couldn't believe this was happening to him, the most unlucky person in the world, and he had the fallen angel to thank for killing him. He had to thank her for making him the holder of the Kyuubi no Yoko. Hey kid, are you there? The Kyuubi asked. Naruto came out from his thoughts. Forgive Kyuubi-sama, it's fine. I understand you're still thinking about how your life has changed, and will continue to do so. The blonde couldn't help just nodded. Well, it's time you go, so we'll talk more about the training later. Thank you, Kyuubi-sama, Naruto said with a smile on his face. Stop with the Kyuubi-sama. My name is Kurama, Kurama said. Naruto nodded his head. Okay, Kurama, and is there a way to contact you? Naruto asked. Just think that you are talking to me and think what you want to say. I'm in your mind now, after all. Kurama replied. Naruto smiled as he vanished from the area, the real world. Naruto opened his eyes, looking around to see that he was in his apartment on my head. What happened? As he tried to get up only to feel the weight on his body. What the hell? A blush spread across his face as he saw the naked bodies of his two friends Murayama and Keites laying on top of him. This is first time he had seen the naked body of any girl. He had seen Mikoto naked by accident when he walked in on her in the bathroom. But she was a woman, not a girl. Murayama had slim hips, with C-cup breasts, and Keites was a lot curvier than her friend but the same C-cup breasts. Well kid, this is only a sample of what your new life will be like, Kurama said with pervert laugh. Naruto couldn't help but agreed. Thank you Murayama, Keites, you both really are my best friends and two of the most beautiful girls in Ko. Then a frown appeared on his face. Rias, you're going to regret leaving me there to die. Naruto quietly trying to not disturb his friends. In school, Momo walked into the classroom and sat at her usual seat beside Naruto, who had Keites on his left and Murayama sitting in front of him. Naruto-kun, why were you running around in your boxers and who were those two shadows in your apartment? The white-haired devil asked her best friend. Naruto, Murayama and Keites glanced at each other. WLUSEE Naruto began to blush while Murayama and Keites giggled about the morning incident. Flashback. Naruto apartment. Murayama rolled over and stretched out as the rays of sunshine abruptly woke her up from her slumber. Good morning, she muttered as she slightly opened her eyes. She sat up and sleepily stared at the bed for a while before letting out a yawn and stretching out. Murayama froze in her stretching position as she remembered that she was not at her apartment. Murayama shyly looked over to Naruto, and she let out a sigh of relief when she noticed that he was still asleep and he was not dead. Murayama remembered that she and Keites have to heal him. Thank goodness you're alive. We don't want to lose you, Murayama said and stated to blush as the sheet fell off Naruto, revealing his body that seems to be chiseled out of stone. Damn boxers, she wished she could see more. Damn, he is so hot. No. Bad Murayama, don't think about your friend like that, she hissed at herself as she looked away. I'd better wake up Keites. We have to visit Kaicho. Murayama supported herself on her hands and bent over to Keites, momentarily lifting one hand up to brush a few locks out of Keites' face. Keites slightly moved her head and the locks that Murayama brushed away fell back in her face as Keites snuggled closer to Naruto, if that was even possible. Murayama smirked at Keites, and then ruffled Naruto's hair gently with her hand. He slightly groaned, which made her giggle a bit before dropping back down beside him and scoot closer towards him. She yawned sleepily, closed her eyes and fell asleep again. Naruto slowly opened his eyes, finding Murayama's face an inch away from his. Good morning, Naruto. I bet it was the best sleep of your life, the fox said as Naruto looked around. What with two beautiful, naked, vixens at your sides? Naruto blushed at the word vixen. He knew what it meant. Good morning, Kurama. Please don't refer my friends like that. They are not mine, nor will they ever be mine. I do not want to ruin my friendship with them like I did with Momo. Yeah? A human's life is complicated, the massive beast sighed. Naruto tried to sit up and get ready to get out of bed, but he found himself being held down tightly by the two girls. You can't escape from the grip of love. The Kyuubi rolled his tongue as Naruto growled. Ha 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 ha, I couldn't help it. Well then I'll just lay here until they wake up, Naruto said as he looked at their naked body. Man, I feel like a king. As his eyes glanced down their bodies, after silently looking at the ladies for a few moments, Naruto's stomach growled. Damn, I'm hungry. Naruto knew that waking Kate wasn't a good idea. She gets very angry when someone wakes her up. Naruto let out a sigh as his stomach growled louder. I guess I have no choice, huh? He looked at Murayama's sleeping face for a moment, and then softly whispered, Murayama, wake up. She was his only option. She wasn't like Kate. When Murayama didn't even do as much as move, Naruto slightly shook his head. I guess it's no use, but you know Murayama's face looks extremely cute while she's sleeping. Cute vixen. Yeah, and her lips look so nice. Ah. What am I thinking? I can't just kiss Murayama. Naruto gave Murayama's face another look. Aya. No. No way. She'd definitely kill me. The other vixen named Kate. She is also beautiful and has a body to die of. Naruto blushed. Shut up, Kurama. Don't talk about her like the. Naruto was interrupted. Oh? Look who's talking. It's your thoughts I'm giving voice to, not mine. Ha 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 ha. Naruto tried to ignore his comment, but it was true. His friends were beautiful, but not as beautiful Rias or Akino. What the hell am I thinking about Rias and Akino when I am with two naked girls? Naruto lay back on the bed and tried to sleep. Few minutes later. Good morning, Naruto-kun. Naruto's eyes shot wide open as he felt the cheeks and breasts of two certain girls press against him. Good morning, Naruto said and yawned as his eyes opened. My, aren't we energetic in the morning? Murayama teased as she saw the tent in his boxers. Wow. Was the only thing she could say. That's my line, you know. Naruto replied, not realizing why she was saying that. Is that for us? Kate pointed to the tent. Shit, Naruto quickly covered himself. It is you girls' fault for being naked. Kate and Murayama blinked for a moment before Naruto's words reached their brain. Kaya. They shouted as they covered themselves as Naruto laughed. It's not funny, Naruto-kun, Kate shouted as she glared at him. Damn, Naruto-kun. Adonis would be jealous of your body and that cock. I'll know. Kate's bad. Kate's, don't think about your friend like that. Kate's began to look away, but suddenly she saw her friend also staring at him. Oh god, she having the same thoughts. I did not know our bodies would make you that hard. Kate's whispered into Naruto's ear, sending a shiver down his spine. So why don't Murayama and I drag you out of bed so the three of us can have a nice long bath together and take care of your problem? Suddenly Naruto felt Murayama's hot breath on his ears. Just take your time with us, we are virgins after all. Naruto's eyes shot wide open as he himself shot up as well. Well, look at the time. Kate and Murayama giggled and pushed him back down, then Murayama giving him a sweet smile. Good, that was for earlier, as Naruto blushed. Now let's get down to business. What happened last night, Naruto-kun? Kate asked with a serious look on her face. And no lies, we will know. Murayama mimicking Kate. Last night when I going home I saw Issei and the new girl, Yuma, walking through the park. I decided to follow them to ruin the date, but before I could do anything Yuma tried to kill Issei. Let me guess, you saved the pervert, didn't you? Murayama said with a sigh. You should have let him die. Murayama. Kate yelled at her friend. He may be a pervert, but he does not deserve to die like that. You're right, I'm sorry. Murayama replied as they smiled at Naruto. Itai. Kate smacked the back of his head. That was a pretty stupid thing to do. As tears came out of her eyes. I am sorry, Naruto said as he wiped away her tears. It's okay, just don't do it again, Kate said as Naruto nodded his head. Continue. I don't know how she knew me, but Yuma did. She knew I was an orphan and that I did not have many friends. Expect you girls. She threatened to kill you and I lost it. Both girls gasped as he clenched his fist. I came up with a plan to distract her, so I tried to punch her and succeed, but in the end I was impaled by the lighting spear in my chest. She walked up to Issei and did the same thing to him. Oh. Naruto. Both girls couldn't help themselves and hugged him, not noticing that sheet had fallen off and their breasts was pressing against his chest. I woke up to see Rias reviving him, so I asked her to do the same thing to me, but she refused and grabbed Issei and left. That bitch. The girls growled as they hugged him tighter. He was glad that his friends cared about him, and he loved it. Naruto was enjoying their warm hugs and breasts against him until Kyuubi's voice was heard. Damn it, Naruto. I am so jealous of you, and the worst part is that I can't feel their breasts pressing against your chest. Naruto suddenly started blush madly at the Kyuubi statement. His friend's breasts really are nice, and what the hell am I thinking? Naruto slowly and little by little broke hug. Our offer still stands about that shower, Kate said as she felt something poking her stomach. Do you want both of us to do it at the same time? Murayama said seductively. Well, it's almost time for breakfast, Naruto stuttered as he stared into Kate's deep teal eyes. It seems Naruto-kun is not interesting in us because we don't have a womanly body like Aki-sensei, Hasegawa-sensei, Rias and Akino, Kate said with fake tears in her eyes. No! Naruto protested. Definitely not. Nope, not one bit, Murayama said and snuggled up against Naruto, rubbing her breasts over his back, causing Naruto to blush madly. What the hell are you saying? You two are as beautiful as Rias, Akino or anybody else. Naruto covered his mouth with his hands, realizing that he had said it all out loud. Why, you really meant it? Kate asked. He gulped as he looked at Murayama and Kate's blushing face. No one has ever told us we were as beautiful as Rias and Akino. Murayama shuddered. Naruto gulped at girls. Oh shit, I just confess to another friend again. Naruto sighed. Their friendship will be like his and Momo now. Ah, Naruto, you're really thinking about us like that? Murayama and Keites covered their face trying to hide their blushes. You really are our friend. Naruto couldn't help but stare at them with a dumbfounded look on his face. Keites quickly grabbed his left, and Murayama grabbed his right. As a reward, we're going to please you. Naruto gulped and jumped out of his bed. I just remembered I had to do something. Keites and Murayama laid their eyes upon Naruto, who had a tent in his boxers right now. I'll be right back, Naruto stated and rushed out of his apartment. So he was lying after all, Keites said as she blinked at the front door, through which Naruto just left. No, he wasn't. He just a little scared because he never had any girl come on to him like this, Murayama replied. I'm a little scared too, but I'm a little bit hurt he left us alone. She frowned. Yeah? Murayama nodded as she slight sat up. This is first time someone told us that we are as beautiful as Rias and Akino. Yeah, it is, Keites said, but again she blinked. Did Naruto just run out of here in nothing but his boxers? Yeah, he did. Meanwhile, Naruto was running like a maniac through the still mostly empty streets of Kyoto. What was that just now? Things like this and stuff like that don't ever happen to me. Naruto screamed at the top of his lungs as he ran as fast as possible. What the hell, man? You were so in there and you ran away. The QB roared. What do you mean I was so in there? The confused blonde asked. You're really clueless, aren't you? The girls were teasing you and you fell for it. Naruto blinked. They were? Naruto asked. Yes, because you made them all emotional after telling them how beautiful they are. The beast said as Naruto stopped running. Then you screwed it up when you left them there. They must be thinking that what you said before was a lie. Oh shit, I am so stupid. He realized what he had done. I will never do anything stupid like that again. Then why are you running down the road wearing nothing but your boxers? Kurama mocked with a smile on his face. Huh. Naruto looked down and saw that he was indeed only wearing a pair of boxer UWHHHHHHHH. Naruto ran as fast as he could back towards his house and hoped that no one he knew would see him. Sadly, and unknown to Naruto, his hope was dashed. Huh. Momo yawned as she stepped out of her bed and onto the cold floor, a shiver running down her spine. What was that noise? She walked towards her bedroom window and as she peered outside, she saw Naruto run past her house. Naruto! Momo followed him with her eyes until he left her human eyesight. Was he naked? A blush crawled onto her face and she quickly backed away from her window. Oh wow, I didn't know he was that fit. She activated her devil powers so she could keep track of him until he entered his apartment. Who the hell is in his apartment? As her eye caught two shadows that looked rather feminine through his bedroom window. Meanwhile, Naruto had reached his apartment and was panting heavily as he entered his living room. I'm back. Welcome back, Naruto. Keites and Murayama, now they wearing their school uniform. I'm sorry, both girls blinked. I just left you like that. I promise I will never do that again. Both girls smiled and hugged him. Yeah, we know that it was just the first time someone told us we are as beautiful as the great ladies. He hugged them back. Naruto-kun, Sona Kaicho will want to meet you after to school to explain your role, Keites said. Naruto nodded as a magic circle appeared under them, but Naruto stopped them. Wait, after the meeting can we hang out again like yesterday? The girls smiled happily. Sure, Naruto. Just the three of us, Murayama said. We promised after all, remember? Keites said as both girls vanished. Now will you admit it, you're totally head over heels for them? Yeah, I do, but I can't risk ruining our friendship. They are too important to me. Flashback end. I don't know what you are talking about, and how did you see into my room from your house unless you were following me? Naruto said as Momo blushed and started to stutter. While two girls giggling, Keites whispered something into Naruto's ear which made him blush, and Murayama did the same thing. Did something happen between them? Wait a minute, those hairstyle, they looked just like the Shadow's hairstyle. The gears in Momo's head began to spin. They were in Naruto's house? But why? I was his friend first, and I have never been in his room. She looked at Naruto and the girls laughing and talking to each other. Why aren't we doing that anymore? A small frown came over Momo's face, which was immediately noticed by Murayama. That used to be us. What happened? Then it hit her. Their friendship began to deteriorate right after Naruto's confession. After class in the cafeteria, as Naruto and the girls stepped inside the cafeteria and a frown appeared on his face as he saw Kaneko sitting at their usual table eating her sweets. That bitch, how dare she take our seats? Calm down, Naruto-kun. We can always find another table. Keites said as she saw an empty seat. Fine. Naruto, calm down. Naruto, I understand you're angry about Rias and her friends, but remember you're not strong enough to take on that Kaneko girl, much less Rias. Naruto's eyes widened at his statement. So don't do anything stupid to get on their bad side until you increase your combat ability. Okay, Kurama, I get it, and thank you for supporting me. Yes, but I'm not the only one, your vixen also supporting you. Naruto blinked, looking at his close friend's worried face. Don't worry, Murayama-chan, Keites-chan, I'm alright. Both girls nodded as they walked towards the empty seat. Naruto took a deep breath, calmed down himself as they walked past Kaneko to get to their seats when he saw one of her sweets on the ground still in its wrapper. He decided to tell her, Kaneko-san, sorry, but I'm not going to date you. Kaneko said. She felt his presence without looking at him. Murayama and Keites were angry at her because they knew what Naruto was going to tell her. Ha 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 ha, I wasn't going to ask you out, bitch, Naruto said, which got everybody's attention in the room, even Momo, who had just entered, I was just going to tell you that your sweets fell on the floor, as an embarrassed Kaniko's face turned red as the students started to laugh. Thanks for the help, Kurama. Don't mention it, kid. Murayama and Keitase could help but smile at his close friend as they grabbed his hands and pulled him towards the seats. What the hell? Momo was as shocked as Kaniko. She never expected Naruto to ever say such a thing to Kaniko. You know what, I can't stay here any longer. Naruto got up. I need some time to myself. As the girls sit back down with Naruto, Naruto sighed heavily as he laid down on the roof staring at the sky. This was what he usually do when he got upset or wanted to get away from everybody. Yeah, this is the best place. Damn, Kaniko had to ruin my day. That bitch, I don't think I would have said that to her yesterday. Naruto thought with a great smile. I don't want to disturb your precious time. But have you thought about if Rias finds out? Well, if she did, then I am sure Sona Kaisha would protect me for the time being, Naruto informed Kurama, as he stared at the sky when he felt a presence approaching and turned around. Momo, Naruto nodded at the girl. How did you know I was here? You seem to forget that I am the one who first brought you to this place. Momo smiled at her friend. When I saw what happened in the lunchroom, I knew you would be here. I see. Naruto said as his stomach growled, which made him blush and Momo giggle. That's the other reason I followed you. I realized that you didn't get to eat anything, so here. I had extra. Momo pulled a bento from behind her back. Huh? Naruto blinked in surprise. Thank you, Momo. He opened it, and Naruto tried a bit. Wow, this tastes good. You think so? Momo looked hopeful. Yeah, this is pretty good. Naruto smiled at her. You'll make someone a great bride one day. Momo blushed. Hee, I'm glad. Naruto seen her blushed. I miss talking to Momo. Then give her another chance. Kurama said to his student. I will, but only as long as she doesn't try to talk about boys with me. Naruto replied, you know, Momo. Momo came out from her thoughts and looks at her friend. Whenever you blush, you look cute with your nice behavior and great cooking. I'm sure that lucky guy would be the best husband for you. Momo blushing madly at the words cute and great. Sorry, I have to go. She stood up and ran away. Weird, Naruto remarked as the QB laughed as Naruto finished off the bento. ORC clubroom. Rias and Sona has playing chess while they discuss the previous night incident. It looks like you finally got Issei Hayato. Sona make her move. Rias wasn't looking at her, just focusing on her moves. Yeah. I put my 8 pieces to resurrect him. I can't believe you went after the pervert. What did you see into him other than sacred gear? Sona said, moving her next piece. Rias sighed at her question. Truly speaking, I don't know. I just want a person who possessed powerful sacred gear that could help me when the time came. Why are you asking me this again? We talked about this before. Sona nodded as Rias made her move. You asking lot of question about Issei-san, Sona-dano. Akino said with her regular smile. Are you interested in him? Sona did even answer the stupid question that Akino asked as she makes her next move. I am already interested in another person who is suitable for my team. Oh, you got another member, and here I thought you pieces were finished, Rias asked as she made her move. My extra pieces? Sona replied, which shocked Rias and Akino. What do you mean extra piece? Rias asked after her next moved. Yeah, my sister gave me extra 3 piece, 2 knight and 1 mutated piece, Sona said, looking at Rias. First 2 pieces I gave to Murayama and Keitase after they defeated my other knights in a normal spar. Really? Then your knight are weak, Akino asked as Sona glared at her. It was their teamwork which beat my knights, Sona replied with a smile on her face as she made another move. So they possess some kind of sacred gear, Rias asked as Sona nodded. Okay, so what are their sacred gear? That is for me to know, Rias, Sona replied as Rias glared at her. So who is the person you used that extra last piece on? Akino asked, changing the subject. Uzumaki Naruto. Rias was surprised that the blonde was alive since she had left him to die. Ha 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 ha, you can have him. Because he wouldn't have been any use to me. What would you waste a piece on him when he does not possess any form of power? Rias asked. That Naruto kid, I have seen him when he arrived and I could barely feel any form of magic energy, Akino said in a thinking pose. Sona and Tsubaki surprised they didn't felt his devil power. Did he learn how to hide magic power? But how? That shows how weak he is, Rias said as Sona glared at her. You must be thinking of Issei instead of Naruto-kun, Sona growled. Naruto-kun, Tsubaki said to herself. When did they get so close? How dare you? My Issei could beat Naruto with or without a sacred gear. Rias said when an idea came to her mind. How about little spar between Naruto and Issei? Sona came from her thoughts. What? I said how about little spar between Issei and Naruto? Rias said with a smile on her face. We can find out who wasted their piece. I don't think it's a good idea, Sona replied as she made her move. Are you scared my Issei would destroy your Naruto with his pinky finger? Rias said with a smirk on her face. I doubt that would happen, Sona said as she looked at her friend. I meant that we should at least help them to unlock their devil powers first. It's your funeral. Because Issei would be unstoppable when he unlock his sacred gear, Rias replied as she made a move. Fine, how about we make it interesting? If Issei wins the match, then Naruto Uzumaki will stop asking Akino, Kaniko, and I on dates. Akino's smile widened and clapped his hands while Bucho. That is a great idea. I'm sure Issei would win. You're quite confident in your pawn, Akino. Tsubaki stated, adjusting her glasses. Of course. Sona sighed. She felt it would be better for Naruto to stay away from them and find someone new. What if Issei should lose? Then Naruto will go out with Kaneko if he agrees. Rias was confident that she will win the bet because Issei possesses a sacred gear which makes him more powerful than normal low-class devil. I will inform Naruto about this, and if he accepts then we have a deal. A smile appeared on her face. And this is checkmate. Sona made her last move and got up. Better luck next time. Damn it, she always wins. Rias cursed her rival. But only when it comes to chess, not a fight. Are you sure about this, Bucho? Rias looked at her queen. Don't worry, Akino. Rias got up, adjusted her clothes. I have faith in Issei and about Naruto. She smirked. He may possess some power but not a sacred gear, and that gives us a huge advantage, and if by some miracle he wins then Kaneko would again rejected him like always. Akino smirked. Yes, Bucho, you're right. With Naruto. On his way back to class he walked by the nurse's office where he was suddenly dragged in by the school nurse. Aki is a rather tall young woman with bright blue hair and light brown eyes. She has a slender, curvy figure and giant breasts. Aki's primary and common attire consists of her wearing a large white lab coat which she keeps open, since she is a school nurse of the academy. Under the lab coat she wears pink strapless top which is openly laced down the middle revealing a lot of her cleavage, along with a very short brown skirt. Why, thank you for stopping by. Nurse Aki released the blonde. You're welcome? Naruto blinked as the busted nurse took out a tape measure. So why I am here and where is Hasegawa-sensei? Aki frowned at him. Hasegawa was her partner in medical department, and here I thought you liked me better with a pout on her face. What the hell is going on here? She was never like this before. Naruto thought to himself before speaking. I was just asking. Well, she is on her lunch break, the blue air nurse said. I wish she was here because she always seemed to keep Aki-sensei in check, who also seemed to be watching me, Naruto said. Oh yeah, and both of the nurses' breasts are really big. Oh, would you shut up? According to my records we still don't have your physical results, Aki smiled. Now take your shirt off. Naruto blinked, came out from his thought. Hey, wait a minute. I actually attended the last physical. You and Hasegawa-sensei both gave me the physical. You idiot, take the chance and tear up that ass. What? Are you crazy? She is older than me and she only being this nice because of her job? Oh, did I? Aki tapped her head. Silly me. Yeah, Naruto tilted his head. Is there anything else? Well, oh yeah, have you been sexually active? Oh, shit. Naruto felt his cheeks heat up. What kind of question is that? A virgin, I see. Well, I can personally instruct you in a few ways. Aki winked at him. What? Naruto staggered backwards. Is this some kind of joke? You're so innocent, Aki smiled. Well, it is my job to educate you about such matters. We already learned about that in sex ed, Naruto reasoned, his mind still trying to figure out what was going on. I bet Rias is setting me up for what I did to Kaneko. But have you tried putting one on yourself? Aki said as she licked her lips, causing blood to come out of Naruto's nose. Well then, Aki smiled as she pulled a condom from her waist pocket. Let me show you, she purred as she walked towards the blonde and put the condom in her mouth. What the hell is going on in here? As a stunning woman with a voluptuous figure with big breasts. She has hip-length, dark brown hair, red glasses and a beauty mark under her left eye. She is wearing a green sweater with a white lab coat over it, a short skirt and long brown tights. Hasegawa-sensei! Naruto shouted as he ran behind her. Aki-sensei is acting weird. Hasegawa glared at Aki. Don't worry about her, Naruto-kun, Hasegawa said with a smile on her face. Just get to class. Come and see me later, Naruto-kun. Aki blew a kiss at him as Naruto ran out of the room. What the hell, Ark? Hasegawa held on to her head in pain. We were told not to approach him. Aki frowned. It's different, we were told not to interact with him if he was still wearing the necklace, and now he isn't. What do you mean? Hasegawa asked. He's not wearing it, Aki said as a huge smile appeared on Hasegawa's face. That means we can finally tell him, Hasegawa said with a blush. I wonder how he will react. With Naruto. Naruto smiled as he finally arrived at his last class for the day. I hope that Murayama and Kate saved me a seat. He enters the classroom to see the nightmare of all boys at Ko Academy, Kiba Yuto, being surrounded by the girls they like. Damn it, Naruto growled as he saw Murayama and Kate fighting over the seat beside Kiba, who was sitting there reading his book, ignoring them. You don't like him, do you? Kurama asked. Nobody likes that bastard except the girls, Naruto said as he walked toward them. Hey girls, what are you doing? Naruto, what are you doing here? Kate sneered at him. Can't talk now, Naruto-kun. We are discussing a serious topic. Yeah. Naruto, so please don't interfere, Murayama said as they fight over the seat beside Kiba. Naruto frowned at them. This is the reason why we hate him. He seems to have a power over the girls that makes them ignore their boyfriends and friends. I used to have that power too, Kurama replied. I don't even want to know, Naruto said as he went around the two girls and took the seat they were fighting over and sat beside Kiba. If Kiba knew he was there, then no one knew because he paid Naruto no mind and continued to read his books. Hey Kiba, may I borrow your notes from the last class? Naruto asked, but Kiba ignored him. Hey Kiba, Urza-sensei came into the classroom naked. But he still did not get any response. What is in the book that you find so fascinating? You don't even look up to see a naked Ezra-sensei, Naruto asked the boy next to him jokingly. Kiba grunted in response and not respond to him. Hey Naruto, would you get up and give me that seat beside Kiba-kun? Murayama pleaded at her close friend. No, Naruto-kun, give it to me, Keites countered as they started fighting again. Damn bastard, Naruto growled as he looked at Kiba, who ignored him. What is wrong with you? You have every girl in the school fighting over you and you ignored them, making everyone stare at them. Not every girl, Yuto said, imagining the beautiful girl with long dark hair, Tsubaki. I finally figured it out, you are homosexual. Naruto shouted out. I'm what? Kiba shouted, standing up. The class instantly grew silent. All eyes were on Kiba, including Momo, Murayama, and Keites. No! Not my Yuto-kun! A girl screamed as she jumped through the window. You must be, or you wouldn't be ignoring the girls throwing panties in your face. Naruto replied when suddenly Kiba grabbed him by his shirt. How dare you call me homosexual? Kiba shouted as he lifted Naruto off the ground. Then why did I hear that you held Issei's hands when you brought him to the ORC clubroom before lunch? Naruto said as they heard whispers. Yeah, I heard that too. No wonder he never looked at me, especially when I wore that slutty swimsuit during swimming class. Yes, I have a chance with Kiba-kun. A boy shouted. Screw you. I'm straight. Kiba yelled, glaring at the boy. Is it true, Kiba-kun? Keites asked fearfully. Are you really like that? Murayama said next. Don't listen to this friendless bastard. Yuto protested desperately, but suddenly he felt two killer intent coming from the Murayama, and Keites grabbed on to Kiba. Let me go or else. Morning class. Ezra-sensei smiled as she stepped into the classroom. Kiba, why are you holding Naruto-kun like that? And nothing, sensei. Kiba replied, quickly regaining his composure and let Naruto go before he returned to his seat. Nothing at all. Damn it, Naruto. Didn't I tell you to not do anything to get on Ria's bad side? Kurama roared, but it was funny to see the look in that bastard eyes when you called him gay, ha 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 ha. Alright class, let's begin. Urza-sensei ordered, fixing the class with a stern gaze as the girls who was crying after finding out why Kiba ignored them. Could everyone please take their seats? Naruto, I want, Murayama called him, but she unable to finish the sentence when Naruto gave the girls small glare and went to the seat far away from them. Murayama and Keites were wondering why he was suddenly reacting like this. Seriously, you're that kind of dumb? The sacred gear of Murayama spoke to her. What do you mean? She asked. Nope, I'm not telling you, so figure it out yourself. The sacred gear said to the confused Murayama. Poor guy. I understand his pain, the sacred gear of Keites said. What do you mean by that? He is totally fine. She replied as she looked at him. He just needed to get away from Kiba-kun. You are wrong, and if you weren't so busy drooling over Kiba then you would have figured out what was wrong. Keites was confused as to what her sacred gear was saying. Did I do something wrong? Murayama and Keites thought at the same time. After school. Murayama-san, Keites-san, where are we going? Naruto asked, still mad at them, so he dropped the chan off their names. Don't worry, Naruto-kun, you've got a meeting with Sona Kaicho, remember, Keites said as she realized that Naruto did not add chan to their names but did not know why. The trio headed toward President's office. Sona has detected 3 familiar presents. Good afternoon, Murayama, Keites, and especially you, Naruto-kun, Sona said as she smiled at Naruto. Good afternoon, trio said. Sona gave her queen's signal as Tsubaki closed the door and channeled her magic into the room. Now Naruto Uzumaki, I don't know if girls told you already, but we are devils, Sona said as Murayama, Keites, Tsubaki and Sona all sprouted black bat wings from their back. It seems you have already know that, as Naruto nodded his head. You can do that too, Sona said. At that, Naruto turned his head slightly as black wings sprout from his back. The blonde narrowed his eyes and focused on them, getting them to flap a bit before some more focus made them retract. Now, I am going to tell you all you need to know to be a devil. Sona explained devil powers and how to use them. Naruto-kun, I need to talk to you in private, as Tsubaki and the others left the room. Naruto, I want you to tell me about what happened last night, and I mean everything, Sona said as she pulled out a piece of green crystal. This was a part of your necklace, don't tell her everything. Kurama warned. I would like you to keep this to yourself for the time being. Sona nodded her head. A short, edited explanation later. That bitch, she never told me that she left you to die, Sona growled in anger. And a powerful sacred gear is inside of you. Yep, Naruto replied. And it is the reason why Rias and Akino could barely sense your power, Sona said to Naruto. It has been suppressing your power. Yeah, Naruto replied as Sona walked up to him and hugged him, which shocked Naruto. What is this for? Because I want to, Sona said as Naruto blushed. Now, I met with Rias earlier. I expect the option about if I win, Naruto said as he looked at her. We will come up with something better. So Sona or sorry, Kaicho. What piece am I? Naruto asked. You can call me Sona-chan when we are alone and you have the. Moments later, Sona was standing in front of Tsubaki, Naruto and the other Uzumaki. Naruto, Murayama and Keites, you will be on a special team. Kaicho, sorry I am late, a familiar voice said as she entered the room. Momo. What are you doing here? Naruto was shocked to see his best friend. Naruto-kun, what are you doing here? Momo shouted. I am a devil too. Naruto said. What? Momo. She glanced at her master. I'll explain. Sona explained everything to her. Momo's eyes widened and she was horrified at the whole story. She couldn't help herself as she ran toward Naruto and gave him bone-crushing hug as she cried on his chest. Oh Naruto, thank goodness you're alive. Naruto smiled as he rubbed the white hair girl's hair, trying to comfort her. Hey, don't worry Momo, I'm alright, see? He gave a sheepish grin. Momo smiled at him as he alright damn that fallen angel. I'll kill her for trying to kill my best friend. She though as she hugged him tightly and enjoy his warm. Okay, that's enough. If you two want a room then get a room, Sona said. While both of them blushed and separated quickly as Murayama and Keitas as they glared at Momo. Sona Kaicho, it's not like that. Momo tried to protest. Yes, Sona Kaicho, Naruto said. She is my best friend and nothing else. Momo was a little hurt at Naruto's words while Murayama and Keitas relieved that there was nothing happened between them. But Sona Kaicho, thank you for giving him another life, she bowed. No need to thank me, because that it seems Naruto is more special than we thought. Sona has smiled at her new peerage member Naruto Uzumaki. She would do anything to make him happy. A magic circle formed beside Sona, and an unknown woman appeared. She is an extremely beautiful young woman with glossy blonde hair that covers one side of her face which isn't tied in a bun. She has forest green eyes and has a very large bust. She is wearing a black dress with frills and white quillings which resemble an elegant gothic Lolita fashion. Sona-sama, it's time for your meeting with your sister, the yellow hair maid said. She looked around to see the new girls and boy. Are you discussing something important, Sona-sama? Yes, but we are finished now, so I'm ready, Sona said. She got up and glared at Naruto, who was looking at the newcomer. Naruto, stop staring at my maid, Sona warned him. It's really rude. Naruto blushed and rubbed his head. Sorry, I couldn't help it, she is so beautiful, just as all the girls in the RO dash. Naruto covered his mouth. He directly complimented all his friends and the maid. Hilda just looked at him with an emotionless expression. Thank you, Naruto-san. She wasn't blushing like Sona and the others because Hilda got lots of compliments and requests for dates from hotter guys than Naruto, which she constantly rejected. She is not interested in any kind of man who compliment her beauty and not her power or brains. Naruto, did you feel that? Naruto nodded his head. I was way stronger than that, and you will too. Don't worry about Hilda, Naruto-kun. No one gets a reaction out of her except Grafia, Sona said as a smile appeared on Hilda's face. Please don't speak that bitch's name in my presence, Sona-sama, Hilda said with a smile that scared Sona. Naruto, we need to start your training now, Kurama said as Naruto put up his hand. May I leave, Sona Kaishu? Naruto asked suddenly, which made Hilda looked at him. Whenever she appeared, all the boys, especially Saji, would want to get close to her immediately. He must be hiding something. Naruto, Momo, Murayama, and Keitas, you may leave, but come here tomorrow at 7. Sona nodded. Don't be late. You have training, and Momo, if you want you may come along. Thank you, Kaicho. Momo smiled as Murayama and Keitas frowned. Goodbye, Sona Kaicho, Tsubaki-san and Hilda-san, her peerage said. Let's go, Hilda, Sona said. She looked at her maid. Hilda. Hilda stared at Naruto, who was leaving. He is definitely hiding something. Hilda came out from her thoughts looking at her master's sister. Let's go, Hilda nodded. Sona-sama, what was that boy's name again? Hilda asked. That's Naruto Uzumaki, the newest member of the student council, and one of the extra pieces my sister gave me. Hilda nodded. Naruto Uzumaki, huh? Back to Naruto and his friends. Naruto! Wait! The girls shouted as they chased after him. Sorry, but I am busy, Naruto growled as he walked faster. But we were supposed to hang out with us after school, Murayama shouted as they caught up to him and blocked off his path. Sorry, I can't, but I am sure Kiba would, Naruto said as she walked past them. What are you talking about? Keitas shouted as she grabbed onto him. If you don't know, then this conversation is over. Naruto pulled his hand away from Keitas. What is he talking about? Murayama said. I think I know, Momo said as the girls looked at her. You remember when Naruto came into the class earlier? As they nodded their heads. He tried to talk to you, but you completely ignored him for Kiba. We did not, they both shouted. Think about it, Momo said, and they began to remember. Oh shit, we did, Murayama shouted as they ran after him. Naruto-kun, we are so sorry, Keitas shouted as both girls tackled him to the ground. We will never do it again, Murayama shouted with tears in her eyes. Fine, but just don't do it again, Naruto said with a smile on her face. Oh, hey Momo, what are you doing here? Well, I was wondering if we could hang out? A blushing Momo asked. I don't care. I promise I won't talk about Saji-kun, Momo said with a pleading look. Okay, then you can join us, Naruto said with a smile on his face. We can all hang out together, Murayama and Keitas glared at him. I would love that, Momo replied as they began to walk down the street. Naruto. Oh, Kurama, what is it? Naruto asked Kurama, a little harsher than needed for interrupting his ass watching time. The girls were walking in front of him, and he could not take his eyes off their asses. That Kaneko girl is following you, which made Naruto growl loudly. What is it, Naruto-kun? Keitas asked. It seems that Kaneko is following us, Naruto replied, shocking the others because they did not sense her. Are you sure? Momo asked. Yes, I am, Naruto replied, then a smile appeared on Keitas' face. Naruto-kun, do you plan to ask Kaneko out again? Keitas asked. What kind question is that? I already told you that I am over that bitch, Naruto said, catching on to what Keitas was doing. I don't know what I was thinking. She looks like an 8-year-old, for God's sake, ouch. Naruto gripped his head in pain as he spoke the word God. Being a devil really did have a few drawbacks. Gross, the girls replied. Unions. Naruto couldn't help but laugh when he sensed Ki from behind the bushes. I think our job here is done, Naruto said as they ran off. Let's go to that arcade again. Later at Naruto's apartment. Naruto, your apartment is big enough for 3 people, right? Yeah, it can, but why do you ask? Naruto wondered. He got it at a cheap rate since people don't want to live in this place because it is too old. Nothing, just asking. By the way, let's start the training. Yeah, I can't wait to kick that pervert's ass and embarrass his bitch of a master. Naruto clenched his fists. You are not ready to fight her just yet, but the pervert won't know what hit him. Now come into your mindscape. Naruto nodded. Naruto is standing in front of Kurama to start his training. Okay Naruto, before you acquire my powers, you need to build up your physical and mental strength. Yada, now I am going to train and show that bitch Rias. He pumped his fists into air. Kurama stared at the blonde and smirked. This child reminds me so much of you, Kushina. Kurama, hey Kurama. Kurama blinked and came out from his thought as he turned to look at Naruto. What were you thinking about? And when do I start to learn how to use your powers? Take it easy, kid. Controlling my power is not easy. It like controlling a woman in bed, which you can do if Murayama and Kate let you take them both at the same time. Kyuubi grinned in a perverted way. Naruto gave him a death glare. As I was saying, you need to focus on your strength and stamina, physically and mentally. Naruto nodded. Okay, let's start the training. Which training first? The mental one. Kurama said as Naruto nodded his head. I will download 10 years worth of fighting knowledge that will help improve the style that Makoto taught you. After that you will learn how to sense and suppress power levels and how to control my yokai. Is that all? No, when we are finished you will have to practice them in the real world? Kurama informed him. At which you will start today. Naruto stared at him until he burst out. Are you insane? Listen kid, I may behave like a pervert, but when it comes to training I become serious. Do you want to build up stamina through training? If you directly using my power then you instantly die. I see, and I won't be able to protect my friends. Naruto sat a meditative position. Suddenly the walls and big cave around them were melt, revealing a large forest, nice blue sky, and big green grass. It looked like a healthy environment. Very good, I'm impressed with your creative skills. The blonde grinned at him. Okay, let's start. Wait Kurama, how do you know yokai? Naruto asked. I wasn't always a sacred gear. 7 hours later, he finished all mental, sensing and yokai control training, which impressed Kurama. Well done Naruto. You did it. Naruto heavily panted and grinned at his sensei. Thank you Kurama-sensei. Naruto took a deep breath. Kurama, the one thing I want to ask you. Sure, what is it? Will you be mad if I use your power without your permission? Kurama raised his eyebrow, but Naruto continued. I mean, if I want to show off, or in a life and death situation. You're my host, and you can use my power whether I allow it or not. Kurama said as Naruto waited for him to continue. It's my job to teach you how to use it. I asked you because I like to think that we are friends and I would not want to force you to give me your power. Naruto replied as he looked at his sensei. It's your power, not mine anyway. Kurama smiled at his host. I'm really glad you considered me as a friend and don't know why, but I trust you to using my power very well. So don't break my trust. I won't, Kurama. A happy Naruto replied. It's time for you to wake up. A perverted grin appeared in Kurama's face that made Naruto sweat. So how about I give you an awesome dream? No, I don't want on. Sorry, but I already done it. A bright white flash appeared in his eyes. Naruto looked around and found himself in the nurse's office. Naruto-kun, Aki said seductively as she took off her jacket, reveal her sexy adult body. Why yeah? Naruto gulped. What the hell? Why am I in the school's nurse's office? I want you, Naruto-kun. Aki said as she dropped her lab coat and then playfully took her pants off. What are you saying? Naruto blushed madly as Aki bent towards him. Please, Naruto-kun. Aki's blue hair fell partly in front of her face as she stared at him with lust in her eyes. Without another second she embraced Naruto. Hasegawa-sensei. Help him. Take me. She replied with passion as she kissed his lips. Naruto's eyes widened at first, but he returned to kiss her. Naruto broke the kiss as he let his hands caress her sides, earning a soft moan from Aki. His hands traveled up until reaching their destination, her breasts. Naruto playfully fondled them, earning a couple of moans from the nurse. Aki continued to moan as Naruto shut her up with a passionate kiss, letting their tongues have a passionate duel. The horny blonde's right hand finally went touching Aki's crotch, and he could feel the wetness coming from behind the fabric of her panties. His left hand was still playing with her left breast while at the same time he was teasing her erected through the fabric of her top. Naruto-kun, oh dear Kamiya. Aki grabbed his pants' crotch. She could feel the huge erection through the fabric of his blue trousers. Naruto smiled, making the blue hair nurse look at him, gazing into her beautiful eyes filled with lust, passion, and sexual hunger for him. Aki-chan, he kissed her neck as he continued to play with her breast, and his right hand started rubbing her crotch. Yes, Real World Saturday Dream End. Naruto shot up from his bed. Oh my god, Naruto, I never thought you had such a perverted thoughts about her. Naruto blushing madly. Shut up, Ero Kurama. Naruto yelled while Kurama laughing madly at his host's desire. Naruto looked his alarm clock. It was only 5:30 a.m. Damn it, Kurama. You wake up me too soon, and today is Saturday. No, I did not. Your physical training begins now. Kurama laughed. Unless you want that dream again. Fine, I am up. Naruto yelled. Good, now you should go into the forest across from the park, Kurama informed him. Sunday evening, the forest. Damn it, I can't feel my legs. Naruto said. He had been training for more than 24 hours straight. only stopping to eat and drink, plus he had training with Tsubaki in the nights. Shit, I never knew I had to do so much. But it will be worth it when you kick Issei's ass and show that bitch that you are indeed special. Kurama said as a smile appeared on Naruto's face. I think you should take a break now because you have training with that Busta Queen in an hour. Ack. Naruto moaned out in pain as he got up and tried to make his way out of the forest. By the way, do you remember the news about the third-year students who went missing last week? Naruto raised his eyebrow at sudden school topic. Yeah, I heard they were found on Friday at their house without any memory of what happened to them. Naruto wondered why his sensei would bring that up. Kaisha-chan told me. She said it wasn't devil-related, so it wasn't our business, so why the suddenly interest in them? You have a class project with senior students tomorrow, right? Naruto nodded. I want you to try and keep an eye on Murayama and Kates. Naruto raised his eyebrow and confused. I don't trust some of the third-year students. But why? In the cafeteria I sensed some unfamiliar magic and they're not devil. Naruto surprised. It was coming from a table packed with third years who were the ones who went missing, but I could not detect who it was coming from. How do you know they are after the girls? Naruto asked. I sense that same power following you and the girls for a while now. Kyubi informed him. So either they are after you or the girls. Why didn't you tell me? Naruto shouted. I did not want you to do something stupid. Kyubi told him. So why now? You have grown mentally and emotionally since the training. You know your strength and weakness. Kyubi said to him. You will not do something foolish when you sense their power level. I see. Naruto said. I don't know who they are after, so be careful too. Kyubi warned him. Thanks for the warning. Naruto said when he saw an unconscious figure on the ground. He ran over to see who it was when he saw that it was a woman. She looked like a witch that would be seen in a fairy tale. She is wearing a hooded bluish-purple robe that hid most of her body. Thank goodness she is alive. He checked her pulse. Kyubi stared at the woman closely through Naruto's eyes. I can sense magic from her. She must be Kurama. I'll take her to the hospital, Naruto said. No, she has magic, so take her to your house. Without thinking, Naruto grabbed her bridal style and ran with her. 2.50 minutes later, Naruto apartment. The blonde devil appeared in his home, and he put the unconscious woman on the bed and ran into his bathroom to get the first aid kit to treat her wounds. After finishing up, he went to the kitchen to prepare some food for himself and to call Tsubaki to tell her he could not come to training tonight. I wonder what happened to her. Dunno, when she wake up, asked her. Few minutes later, the unconscious woman opened her eyes blearily. She found herself staring at a plain white ceiling. She is in someone else's apartment rather than the forest. The woman's name is Castor. She had just killed her previous master. He had no drive for combat, but still dreamed of victory while waiting for the other masters to kill each other. She quickly gave up on him within a few days while planning to sever her connection to him. She made him use his command spells on meaningless things, so that he would have no control over her. She acted as an obedient servant, and filled the man's conceit in order to make him believe that she would still be faithful without them. And upon using his third command spell, she killed him with Rule Breaker because she did not like the fact that the contract still existed. And then she barely escaped from the Lancer who came after her to kill her. She blinked several times as her mind began the proper process of waking up. Castor used some of her power to heal her wounds. Where am I? All the room contained was a bed, a nightstand, a dresser, a closet, and a desk with a chair in front of it. Even then, only the desk had anything on it. If I want to survive, I need a master, but this time I will choose one who will understand me as a magician, not a witch. Good night. The blonde teen greeted her cheerfully as he walked over to the bed, carrying a tray in his hands. How are you feeling? Good night. Castor graced Naruto with a smile of her own. It was an almost unconscious gesture in response to the blonde's own cheerful grin. It seemed his brightness was infectious. A lot better now. Naruto set the tray down next to her. It was only then that Castor realized the tray was holding what looked like a full-course dinner. A cheap one, but still a full-course dinner. Sorry if this isn't what you normally eat. Naruto scratched the back of his head sheepishly, the grin on his face widening so much that it forced his eyes to squint, combined with the way his whisker marks stretched. I would have made you a more traditional Japanese dinner, but I'm not very good at cooking and I don't have enough money. Castor could not help but smile. This Naruto seemed like such a nice young man, and so helpful too. He would be a great martyr for her master. It's fine, she told him gently as she grabbed the fork that had come with the food. Thank you very much for making this for me. You did save me, right? Naruto nodded. Thank you for saving me, kid, but for my survival I need take a mana from you and let you die. The caster gave him sad smile. Thank you for helping me. Can you give me a hand? My hand? Why? Because I used magic slash. I wonder what she is up to. Caster grabbed his hands before he could reply and murmur some things. Naruto's eyes widened when he seen her hands were glowing blue and started to take out the mana from his hands. Don't, it's not hurting you. The Kyubi stopped him from moving his hands. She started to absorb his mana into her body. She was fully recovered in a minute. Castor opened her eyes and shocked to see the boy alive looking at her with spark in his eyes. Wow, this is cool, can you teach me please? The caster eyes widened while Naruto can't see her whole face since she covered herself. How the hell is this boy could still be alive after all I take out so much of his mana? The caster blinked. What is your name, boy? My name is Naruto Uzumaki. And what about your? Well, you can call me Caster. That's a weird name. So is Fish Cake. Well played. Naruto, she is a mage. The QB informed him. Are you a magician? The caster was about to kill this boy if he ever called her a witch just like everyone else. Are you truly mage? A mage? This is first time and someone called her mage and not a witch. Can you tell me why you refer to me as mage when other call me a witch? Because witch usually have green skin, pointy nose, hideous boils, yellow teeth, and ugly. You, my friend, are beautiful. The caster could help but felt the warned inside. No one has ever made me feel this way before. It looks like I finally found my new master, now to find out if he has a drive for combat. Well, Naruto, I want to thank you for saving me and treating my wounds. If you want me, just say my name, okay? Before Naruto could say anything, Caster's whole body turned into small little butterfly and disappeared. Where did she go? Naruto said when a magic circle appeared and an angry Sona came out of the circle. Why aren't you at the training grounds? Sona glared at him. Well, you see, ouch. Sona grabbed him by his ear. For being late, I'm going to make sure you can't walk properly tomorrow. Sona roared as she dragged him into the circle. Kinky little vixen, I like her. Shut up, you bastard. The next day, Naruto moaned out in pain as he got off the bed. Damn you, Sona Kaicho. Sona had took over Tsubaki's place and decided to train him personally. She worked him into the ground. She would even give him 100 lashes for every mistake he made. Kukukukuka. Kurama laughed at his host. Damn it, Kurama. Why haven't you healed me as yet? Naruto shouted from his bed. You didn't ask me to. Kurama replied as Naruto's sweat dropped. Fine, Kurama-sensei, could you heal me? Naruto asked. Okay. Kurama replied as he healed Naruto. By the way, you are late for school. Damn it, Kaishu-chan is going to kill me if I am late. Naruto jumped out of the bed and ran into the shower. Then he got dressed before grabbing 2 slices of breads and ran out his apartment. He started eating one right away and put the other in his pocket. Naruto was running as fast as he could, using only his human speed when he saw 3 cats, 1 black cat and 2 white cat crossing the road. Ah, they are so cute. I am sure the girls would like them. Suddenly a truck came out of nowhere. It seemed the driver lost control of the truck and was heading for the cats. No! Naruto dashed forward with his full speed. The 3 cat was so shocked that they just stood there waiting for their lives to be over. Don't worry, I got you. The 3 cat opened their eyes and was surprised. They were on the other side of the road. Meow! The cat said and started licking his hands. You're welcome. He put them down. I will see you around. Meow! The cats cried. I wonder if they are hungry. Naruto asked himself. I don't have much, but here. He took out the bread out of his pocket and gave it to them. The cat quickly attacked the bread and was finished in seconds. Meow! The black cat launched himself at him and licked his face. Ah, you're welcome, ha ha ha. Bell, I am so dead. He heard the school bell rings. I wish I could stay and play, but I can't. He puts down the cat. See you around. Naruto turned and ran. The cats tried to follow him, but he used his devil speed to move at tremendous speed. Naruto controlled your speed, otherwise other people will get suspicious. I rather they found out than I getting any more lashes from Kaishu-chan. Naruto replied as he turned the corner. I am sure she will understand when you tell her. The QB said when he sensed somebody. By the way, that Kaneko girl is following you now. Ignored her, I have to get into the school before Sona sees me. Naruto replied as he took a right followed by a left, then went straight until he was at the school gate. Yes, she's not her. He crashed into someone. What happened? Naruto asked as he tries to get up and touch something soft. What are these things? They are soft and round. He started massaging them. That would be my breasts, Naruto-kun. A familiar voice said. Oh shit. He had recognized the voice. It was the same person's voice that he was trying to avoid. You are not only late, you are a pervert too. Sona glared at him. It was an accident. I never wanted to feel them. Naruto shuddered. So my breasts aren't good enough for you? Sona said in a sweet voice which scared Naruto even more. I didn't meaning like that, and your breast feel good, I mean. He, I was messing around, Naruto-kun. I know it was an accident. Sona said with a smile. Wow, you have a beautiful laugh, you should do it more. Naruto said, which made her blush. She was always serious when he see her, so it was refreshing to hear her laugh. Thank you, now would you get off of me? Sona said as Naruto quickly jumped off her. I am sorry, Kaishu-chan. Naruto helped her up. I better get to class, ha ha ha. Yes, you better. Sona said as he walked past her. And Naruto-kun, you will getting 10 lashes for every second that you were late. What? Have a nice day, hee. Sona laughed as she walked past a frozen Naruto. I love this kinky girl, kukukukukukuku. The QB laughed. Shut up, sensei. Naruto shouted as he ran into the building to meet up with the girls. One of the top of the building. Caster was on the building watching Naruto during class. She had enough mana to create invisible shield to protect herself from being sensed by anybody. She was a little bit jealous of her master have so many female friends in his life. Then she saw another girl follow him with a blush on her face. Caster applied magic to her ears so she could hear them. Naruto, I can't believe you have mastered some of your devil power already. Her eyes surprised by what she had heard. Naruto-kun is a devil? Caster said as she continued to listen to them. K-Tace is right, Naruto, and your strength really improved. It's really shown during the training with Kaicho. Murayama said. I never knew that Kaicho was so strong. Both girls agreed with his words. Yeah, and such a slave driver. Naruto replied as the girl giggled. It was particularly my fault because I told Tsubaki I could not be at training. Why not? Kate asked. You see, I was training in the forest when I saw a beautiful magician laying in the path that caused Castor to blush as they growled. Let me guess you helped her, don't you? Kate growled, crushing the pencil in her hands. What if she had attacked you like when you saved the perv? Castor was wondering about this previous incident as she continued to observe her new master. Next class, Naruto and the girls was waiting for their teacher to arrive when Kiba appeared as all the girls started to drool. Hey girls, what do you see in Kiba? Well, he is charming, handsome, dashing, plus I heard he has a Murayama said. Don't finish that sentence, Baka. You're making things worse. Murayama blinked and looked at his friend. Naruto cursed himself, he doesn't have any of that. But he is not a good friend like you. Great, that will make me feel better. Naruto gave her a fake smile. Plus you are very supporting, helpful, caring, understanding and have never give up attitude. You never cheered up someone before, haven't you? The voice mocked her. I think that's enough, Murayama. Kate said, cutting her friend off by changing the subject. Don't forget, after class we are supposed to meet and choose a senior student to help us with our class project. Yeah, I almost forgot. Naruto said as Murayama nodded. Kate noticed the something strange on his right hand. Naruto, is that a tattoo on your right hand? Kate asked. What tattoo? I don't have a tattoo. Naruto blinked. He noticed a red color symbol on his hand. I don't know how it got there. Could it be the doing of the magician? Kurama said. I will have to ask her the next time I see her. Naruto replied. Can we meet this magician you can't stop talking about? Kate asked, twisted her eyebrow due to jealousy. I don't know where she is right now, but I am sh. Naruto was interrupted by the sexy English teacher. Alright students, I am here. She has brown eyes, shoulder-length blonde hair that is tied by blue ribbons in a small ponytail to the right side of her head with the rest of the hair loose. She is buxom and has a curvaceous body with D-sized breasts that she loves to show off in her tight lady suit. Her name is Lucy Heartfila. Let's get to work, class. Lucy said with a very sexy pose that showing off her breast and curvy body. All the boys instantly faint from blood loss. I love that reaction. All the girls in the school, even Rias or Akino, see her as a rival. Yes, sensei, all the boys shouted out of joy as they woke up while all the girls were glared at her. Lucy had a smile on her face as she saw all the boys succumb to her charm, her except Naruto, who was ignoring her. How dare that no good orphan ignore me, while that busty blonde teacher is checking you out, Naruto. The QB informed him. I order you to bang her right now. I'm not interested in slut and people who loves to use others for personally gains. Beside, if I am going to bang any teacher it would be Urza sensei. Too bad I heard she has a boyfriend. QB sighed his host's lack of lust. Okay, brat. On the top of building, I recognize that Manosaurus. It must be rider class servant. Castor thought, then a plan come in her mind. The rider would be helpful for her new master. I'll use that weapon. Castor said. Period was over. Naruto stretched his arm after hearing an awkward language lecture from Lucy, who constantly tried to keep her short shirt from blowing up, causing the boys to pass out due to blood loss and girls to glare at her teacher. Naruto, Murayama and I are assigned to Sona's class for our project. Kate said. That's good, so what about me? Naruto asked. Murayama and Kate glanced at each other and said, well, you are assigned to Ria's classroom. What? Naruto shouted. Naruto, I know that you are pissed, but you can't back out, or you will fail the course. Murayama said. Besides, Sona Kaicho said if you fail the project, you will receive 1,000 lashes on each cheek. Kate replied as a scared look appeared on Naruto's face. Fine. Naruto replied as the girls giggled. Boy Naruto, Sona Kaicho really did a number on you with that whip. Kate said, and both girls laughed. See you at lunch. Naruto waved goodbye to them. Kiba had been listening and heard everything. You will pay. He laughed. When it comes to Rias and Akino was like their puppy. ORC club. Rias, Akino and Issei is standing in the hall as the cat girl walked towards them. So Kaneko, did you find out what kind of power Naruto possess? As Kaneko shook her head. The only thing I found out was that he has more control of his devil powers than the perv. The Nico informed them. Rias sighed. She knew Naruto Uzumaki doesn't have any kind of sacred gear, but since Sona confidently and accepted his spar with Issei, she thought otherwise. President, is Uzumaki alive? Issei asked, since that blonde tried to save his life. Yes, Issei, Naruto-san is alive and has become a devil for my rival team Sana Citri. Rias said. Issei relieved to hear that orphan boy was alive. But I want you to stay away from him. But why? Kiba, Kaneko. They told them the whole situation. Kaneko started first, followed by Kiba. Issei was angry at that part that he rejected Kaneko because she looks like 8-year-old girl. That bastard Kaneko is perfect the way she is. About Kiba, both girls plus Issei couldn't help laughed at him. Don't worry, Kaneko and Kiba. I am sure Issei will get your revenge, Rias said. And how am I doing that? Issei asked nervously. Because you are going to spar with him. If you win, then Naruto will stop asking Akino, Kaneko, and I on dates, Rias informed him. Issei was shocked. He have to fight that guy who tried to save him. What happened if I lose? I will inform you after my meet with Sona today. Rias replied. Don't worry Buchu, Akino-senpai, I'm sure I will win the match. Rias smiled at her new peerage. I know you will do. Akino walked forward to Issei and wrapped his arms around his neck while pressing her breast over his back. If you win Issei-kun, then I shall give you Somiti special, she said in a seductive voice. Issei couldn't help but fainted due to blood loss while Rias' eyes twisted at Akino's behavior. Do you really want to do that? Akino turned to her Buchu with her hand over her face. Era. Sorry, I overdid. Kaneko looked at her new team member and said only word. Pervert. And Kaneko left. Oh, there is one thing Buchu. After recess Naruto will be coming to your class and I am sure he will try to choose you or Akino as his project partner. A smile came to her face. Okay, I get it. Era, so Kiba, will you be asking the new transfer student? Akino asked her blonde friend who was blushing. Of course, and with my handsome face and perfect smile she will not refuse me, Kiba said as he left. Akino, we need to increase Issei's strength and activate his gear. Rias said. You are right Buchu. The vice president replied. With Naruto. Naruto entered the classroom to see that most of the senior students were paired up already except Rias and Akino, who was both surrounded by students. Most of the boys surrounded Akino with each pleading their case as to why she should choose them. I can buy you anything you want. I have a big cock, idiots. Naruto shook his head as he continued to look around when his eyes caught Rias was surrounded by both male and female, each trying to convince her. Please choose me. My daddy is a part of the school board. I will be your slave for the year. Damn it, I have to make sure he choose me. Akino said when suddenly the boys around her fainted as her skirt accidentally blew up. Naruto was still looking around the place to find a third year to be his partner when his eyes catch the one of the senior class student. She has black hair and wearing the standard school outfit. That girl's name is Rin Tosaka. She is currently staring at the window. I hate that bitch. He had accidentally knocked into her and cop a feel. He tried to apologize but she would not have it and yelled at him before calling him a pervert. That was the first time he got his ass kicked by a girl. I'd better stay away from her. He continued for a while but could not find anybody. Naruto turned around to see that Akino was free and had a smile on her face. Should I have no choice or Sona-chan would whip my ass? Naruto said as he walked towards her. For the last time, kid, I am not interested in becoming your partner. A voice said. How dare you refuse the prince of this school? He heard Kiba's voice. Look kid, I am just not into you. She rejected Kiba. How dare that bitch hurt Kiba-kun feeling. In your face pretty boy. Ha 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 ha, that bastard know how it feels. I should go and shake her hand. Naruto said when suddenly the crowd parted and Naruto saw one of the most beautiful women in the world. Wow, excuse me? A voice said. Naruto was knocked from his thought by the beauty. She has long straight blonde hair that reaches down to her lower back and ocean blue eyes much prettier than his and an unparalleled figure and large breasts that put most girls to shame. Would you like to be my partner? Who would have thought that this hot girl would ask you to be her partner? The QB said as Naruto nodded his head. Your life and luck has seemed to change since you became devil. It sure has. Naruto replied. Hello, anybody in there? The blonde girl asked. Sorry about that, ha 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 ha. Naruto rubbed the back of his head. Yes, I would love to, but why me? Hee 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 hee, you're cute. The girl replied as Naruto blushed. And because I need to get away from pretty boy. Wow, I never thought I would hear a girl say that. Naruto replied. I am not any ordinary girl, hee hee hee. She laughed again and put her hands on his shoulder. Let's go to the library and talk some more. Okay, Naruto replied. Hey, he's going to be mine partner. Akino stepped in front of them leaking ki. So back off, hee hee hee. The blonde said. She was not backing down. Do you know this girl? Yeah, she the school slut. Naruto replied as he grabbed her hand. Now let's get to the library. I thought boys in Japan love sluts. The blonde said as Rias grabbed on to Akino prevented her from attacking them. Nope, just the idiots. Naruto replied as they exit the room. How dare that bastard embarrass me in front of everyone? Akino growled. Rias was also surprised at him. I can't believe he did that to Akino. She looked at Akino's fuming face. She really scary when she is in that mood. Who is that bitch? Akino growled. All I know is that she transferred here 2 weeks ago and her name is, with Naruto and the blonde girl. Wow, I did not know you reject Kiba 36 times in one day, ha 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 ha. Naruto laughed as they made their way to the library. Yeah, he just don't know how to take a clue, plus I am not into pretty boys. The girl said as Naruto smiled. If I did I would have had a boyfriend from my home country of Italy. I wish more girls were like you. Naruto replied as they entered the library. They seem to wet themselves when he enters a room. Really hee hee hee, those girls are idiots. The blonde said as they searched for a seat. I like guys who make me laugh and not afraid to be themselves and not hide behind a mask. Wow, I really wish I had a girlfriend like you. Naruto blushed. A girl like me or me? She winked at him as he blushed even harder. Hee hee hee, let's sit here. As they took a seat in the back. Say something cool. QB shouted. Springtime youth. Naruto replied with a nice guy pose as his teeth shines. Idiot. The QB sighed. Hee 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 hee, funny and cute. The girl replied and held out her hands. My name is Erika Blandelli. What about yours? Naruto Uzumaki. The blonde devil grinned as he shook her hands. Fish cake, cute name. Naruto blushed at that. So are we going to start studying or are you going to check me out some more? Wegahehe. Naruto blushed harder if that's possible. Hee 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 hee. She giggled at the red-faced boy. Let's start the project. 20 minutes later. Thank you Erika-san for helping me, Naruto said with a smile. I thought I told you to all me Erika-chan or honey. Erika replied as Naruto blushed. It was a pleasure. I just know we are going to get an A for sure. Naruto did a pump fist as Erika giggled. Of course we will. I did not. You had a tattoo. Erika glanced at the mark over his right arm. You're a bad boy Naruto-kun, and I love bad boys. As rubbed the tattoo on his arm, Naruto blinked before he could reply. Don't say anything. I am sensing the students I told you about around you. Naruto nodded. It's not real. My neighbor is a retired tattoo artist, and I asked him to draw a fake one for me. Erika smiled that made Naruto blushed. You are full of shit Naruto-kun, Erika said to herself. But we just met and I don't expect you to tell me all your secrets. Well, it seemed like our time is over, Erika said as she pointed to the clock. It's lunchtime. Would like to join me for lunch? Naruto asked. Are you asking me out? Erika said with a smile as Naruto blushed. Sorry, but I can't. I have to leave now. I have to meet up with a friend to get some information about my cousin. It's okay. And what happened to your cousin? Is he missing? Naruto asked. It's a she and you could say that, Erika said as she got up and went into her backpack. Here, what is it? Naruto asked as he took it. A sign of our new relationship, Erika said, and Naruto blushed. It's called a grimoire. What a grimoire? Naruto asked as he looks at the stone tablet. According to the legend, a grimoire is an ancient devices that contain magic and magical wisdom and knowledge, the most ancient of which are infused with the power and wisdom of a god, Erika said. Really? Who knows, that was what the seller said when he sold it to me and I never felt any magic from it, Erika said as she walked over to him and kissed his on the cheek. Here's my number. Call me when you are ready for that lunch date. As she left a stunned Naruto at the table. You are so in there, the QB shouted. Yes, I am, Naruto replied as he left the room. So he is new one, huh? It might be fun, the blue hair guy said with smirk. Now it's your time for play, Rider. A black dust appeared behind him. Through the black dust a woman appeared and said, I know, master. ORC club. During lunch, Rias and Sona are playing a game of chess. Their queens Tsubaki and Akino was sitting there watching them. Tsubaki has been looking at the Grimoire queen, who seemed to have a frown face since they arrived. She finally gained the courage to ask the question. Are you alright, Akino-san? Akino looked at Tsubaki and her frown turned into smile. Era Tsubaki-san, are you concerned about me? Not really, but I never seen you like this before. Tsubaki adjusted her glasses. Era, it's not like Akino tried to say something. Does it have anything to do with what happened in your class earlier with Naruto-kun? Tsubaki said as Akino's smiling face turned into a frown. I see. Sona-chan, could you do a background check on the new transfer student E? Sona wasn't listening to what Rias was saying because she thinking about how she should get up and slap Rias in her face or break some part of her body for what she did to her new member, but she had control herself because she did not want to cause political problem and Naruto her not to. Flashback start. Kaishu-chan, I know you're angry at Rias, but please don't try to ruin your friendship because of me. She let me die because she thought that I weak, Naruto said as Sona listened. But I will show her that I get strong under the peerage of the great Sona Citri. Sona smiled at that. I will, Naruto-kun, but could you tell me why you seem to chase after them so much? Naruto scratched the back of his head, and a blush appeared on his face. One of the reason why I seem to go after Rias is because I liked her red hair. It reminded me of my mother. Really? A surprised Sona asked as Naruto nodded his head. When I was orphanage, the landlady and my mother were close friend, and she would tell me about how my mother had beautiful long red hair, very kind and carefree, Naruto said as Sona listened to him. When I first saw Rias, she was all of those things and more until I actually asked her out. What about Akino? Sona asked. Well, Akino reminded me of Mikoto, the lady that owned the orphanage. She loved to tease me every moment she got, and I knew she was out of my league, so I decided to go after someone who was like her, and we both know how wrong I was. Sona adjusted her glasses and said, I understand. But Naruto-kun, what is your goal after you prove them wrong? Naruto grinned. The only dream I have was find the right girl and settle down, but now my goals are mixed. I want to become best and strongest devil ever and to help you accomplish your dreams. As a blush appeared on her face. So what is your dream, Kaishu-chan? Well, flashback end. Sona couldn't help smile at the memory of her extra new peerage. Just thinking about him made her feel warm inside. Sona-chan, how you saying something, Rias? Sona asked as Rias told her. Okay, I will see what I can do. Now let's get back to the game. Okay, Rias said as she made her move. And this is check, Sona said as Rias growled. I knew the reason why she chose Issei, but I can't tell Naruto right now, and Rias isn't as bad as you think, Naruto. She is only doing this because of that stupid marriage contract. Damn it, Sir's Lucifer, you should have stopped it. Buchu, can you make some alteration in Naruto and Issei match? Akino asked while Rias and Sona looked at her. And what is it? Rias asked. The winner of the match should take the opponent queen on a date, Akino said with a smile on her face as she seen the shocking look on Tsubaki's face. Well, Rias wanted to say something but Sona interrupted her. Declined, Sona said. Kindly explain to me? Rias asked while Akino frowned at Sona's decision. I already told you I do not make decision without the persons involved being here, and my queen Tsubaki would not want to be part of this. Sona said as Tsubaki nodded her head. Naruto told me he is not sure if he wants to date any of you. Rias and Akino are shocked at her words. Rias frowned. Okay. Good, Sona said, let's go, Tsubaki. Tsubaki smiled at her king as they left the room. Phew, it's good to hear that he does not want to date us, right Akino? Rias blinked. Akino, are you alright? Akino blinked. What did you say, Buchu? I'm saying it's good to know that the blonde devil will not ask us out anymore. Rias said while smirking. Yeah, right, Buchu, Akino said in a normal tone. I can't believe I got the number of the hot transfer student. I should rubbed it in Kiba's face. Naruto said with a smile on his face as he walked towards the roof to get some peace and quiet before he go and get some lunch. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Master, can you hear me? Naruto looked around but he cannot see anybody. Master, I am speaking to you through the mark on your hands. He looked at the tattoo. You are the cause of this? Naruto asked. Yes, and I will explain properly when you reach the roof. Castor said from the mark. And before you asked how I know you are coming to the roof, I have been watching you. I don't know if I should be glad or really creeped out that you are watching me. Naruto replied as he reached the roof. Really glad. The QB shouted. Shut up, Kurama. Naruto shouted in his mind as he looked around but he did not see her. Castor. Where are you? I am right in front of you. Castor replied as there was a flash of bright light and the mage appeared in front of him. I did not sense you. Naruto said in a shocked voice. Me either. Kurama muttered. That is because I am using a powerful magical barrier that hides my presence, Master. Castor replied. There you go again. Why are you calling me Master? Naruto asked. I called you Master because I am a spirit made by special familiars of the highest rank that are bound to the Master. Castor said as Naruto motioned for her to continue. We are summoned by the Holy Grail for the purpose of competing under Masters in the Holy Grail War. But I did not summon you, and what is a Holy Guild War? Naruto asked. I know you did not summon me, Master. My last Master died protecting me. Castor lied as she continued. That was when you found me, so I decided to make you my Master. I see. Naruto said. The Holy Grail War is a competition that decides the leadership of the Holy Grail faction through intense battle royal. Castor informed him. The Holy Grail faction, I never heard of it before. Naruto tells her. You are a new devil after all, so you wouldn't, so I will explain. Castor said as Naruto listened. Magicians are a special group of humans capable of using magic, which is made of two types of humans, ones who can use magic and ones who summons mages. The ones who can use magic are called mages while ones that are summons are called witches. Castor said as Naruto nodded his head. The humans that can use magic divides themselves into lots of groups: Nilrem, Grauzauberer, Golden Dawn, Rosenkreutzer and Hexenact. I never knew that. Naruto replied. I know, the ones who can summon bond together in order to protect themselves because they are small in numbers and called themselves the Holy Grail Fraction. Castor finished. Damn it, Naruto, we are in some deep shit. Kurama shouted. Man, and here I thought my life wouldn't have got any harder. Naruto said as he leaned up against the wall. Now I have mages coming after me. Are you angry with me, Master? Castor asked. Of course I am. I could be attacked by a mage at any time. Naruto wanted to shout but he couldn't. Of course not, you just given me another reason to get stronger. Really, Master? Castor said as Naruto nodded his head. One day I will tell you how I killed my previous master. Kukukuku, that means I get to triple your training sessions, yeah. Kurama shouted in joy. Shit, I should have told her what was on my mind. Naruto muttered. Master, I'll help you to get revenge on Rias and her devil team. What Naruto said but someone interrupted them. Naruto turned around to see a boy with curly blue hair which looks like seaweed and gray blue eyes. So you're the master of Castor class servant. Perfect, now I have 2 reasons to kill you. The unknown voice said. Who the hell are you? Naruto shouted. Easy, Naruto, he is one of the person I told you about. The QB said. What do you want? Naruto glared at him. The boy smirked. My name's Shinji, orphan boy. This time Castor glared at him. I came here for a fight, then bring it on. Naruto got into a fighting stances. Silly boy, I am not the one fighting, ha ha ha, come here, rider. Shinji roared as a darkness dust appeared in between them and a beautiful woman appeared. She has long purple hair with a model-like figure and a lovely pair of breasts. She is wearing some kind of sleeping mask over her eyes. She is wearing a black polo neck top and blue jeans. Damn, she's hot. Kurama roared with his tongue longing down. So it was her power, and not his, that I was sensing. Shut up, I have eyes, you know. Naruto shouted with a blush. Man, why do I have to fight such a beautiful woman? Rider showed no emotion at his words. Rider, don't embarrass me and get this over with. He roared at his servant. You know what is coming if you lose to such a weak guy and his weak servant. Yes, master. Rider really wanted to curse her master but she couldn't, he was her master after all. Don't hurt his servant, she may be weak but could be good at sucking cock. Castor was ready to attack as soon as her master gave her his orders. I really hate people like you who order people around just because you can, Naruto said as his eyes turned red and the whiskers on his face became defined. People like you do not deserve someone so loyal and beautiful. If you ever touch Castor, I will tear you in half. Ryder blushed at the words while Shinji was giving him a death glare. Like you can stop me, and when you lose, it will be easier to get Murayama and Kata's arc. Shinji crashed into the wall. That was fast? Ryder and Castor said. You won't get the chance. Naruto roared. Damn it, Naruto, control yourself, before anybody sense you. Kyuubi shouted. Castor, could you please create a magical barrier? Naruto said as Castor created the barrier. I don't know anything about you, Castor, or how to fight with your help, so I want you to do what you can. Yes, master. Castor said with a bow. Now I get to see your fighting spirit, master. Cough, you bitch, you are going to pay for not blocking him. Shinji roared as he took out a whip and hit her across her face. Now go and kill Uzumaki first, because without a master a servant can't survive. Ryder followed his order and used her tremendous speed to run at Naruto with a dagger with a chain attached. You will not escape. The chain wrapped itself around Naruto. I can't move. Naruto shouted. Ha 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 ha, die Uzumaki. Shinji shouted. Rain of light. Castor shouted as she fires a volley of rapidly beams of light at the rider. Shit! The rider shouted as she released Naruto and jumped back. She's no ordinary M. Naruto kicked Ryder in the face, which sends her flying in the air. With his speed, Naruto disappeared from the ground and reappeared behind her. Ryder noticed he was behind her and tried to attack him with her dagger again. Got you, Arg! She was hit by another light beam from Castor. Naruto delivered a spin kick that sends her crashing into the ground. Boom, I win. Naruto said as he landed beside her and Castor in front of him, preparing to attack her. Shit, even if I used my eyes, I am not sure if I could activate it before she attacks me. Ryder said as she got up. Kill me, I have failed my master. Shinji's eyes widened at the defeat of Ryder. Get up and fight, bit dash. Shinji shouted, received two powerful punches to the face that sends him crashing through the stair door. Naruto walked back to Ryder. I'm sorry, Ryder-san. Wait. What? I'm really sorry for harming you. I let out my anger on someone who never had a choice. Naruto bowed to her. Ryder was shocked that he was apologizing to her when she was the one who attacked him. Naruto helped her up. Why are you helping me? Ryder asked. You are worthless to me now. Shinji shouted as he spit out blood along with some teeth. Now I activate my command seal to destroy you. Naruto, you have to stop him. Castor shouted. Just as Shinji raised his left arms, Ryder, I command you to. Suddenly Naruto caught his hand and ripped it off. Arg. Shinji screamed out in pain as the tattoo on his hand vanished. Arg. No, my command seal. Before he fainted from blood loss. It worked. Castor said. I never knew you could destroy a seal by ripping off the hand with the seal on it. Ryder said. What happened, sensei? Naruto asked. I have no idea. The Kyuubi replied. Well, Naruto-sama, before you grabbed Shinji's hand, I used my magic to break her contract with him. I see. Naruto replied. Thank you, Castor. Ryder said with a smile on her as she turned to Naruto. And thank you, Naruto. As she puts out her right hand. Naruto, it was too late, he had shook her hands. Ryder is now yours to command. Ryder said. What? Yes. Kyuubi shouted. Naruto-kun. A voice yelled. Naruto turned to see none other than his friend Momo. Don't worry, Naruto, she can't see us because of the barrier. Castor said. What about that bastard? Naruto asked as they turned around to see that he was gone. Where is he? I don't know. Ryder said. Naruto, are you up here? Momo shouted. I will talk to you girls later. Naruto said as they vanished and Naruto appeared from the sky. Hey Momo, I was just practicing my flying. What if someone sees you? Momo asked. Don't worry, they won't. Naruto replied with a smile. If you say so, Naruto-kun. Momo said with a smile of her own. Yes. This is my chance since Murayama and Kate is not here. Come on, let's go to the cafeteria. She grabbed his hand and dragged him to the cafeteria. Castor and Ryder appeared after they left. Castor-san, can you tell me something about Naruto-sama? Sure. In cafeteria. Naruto and Momo made it to the cafeteria and took their usually seat at the table at the back, passing Grimoire group as Kiba and Kaneko, who was glaring at him. They took their seat and Momo took out her lunchbox. Momo noticed he was not taking out his lunchbox. Naruto-kun, where is your lunch? You see, I woke up late and forgot it. Naruto did not want her to know that he did not have enough to buy food to make his lunch. Okay, then you can share mine. Momo said with a smile on her face. What a great day. She got up and sat beside him. Thank you, Momo-chan. Naruto replied as they started to eat. It seemed like this vixen is a great cook. Kurama stared at the beautiful and tasty box. Yeah, you are right. Naruto replied as he took another bite. Today is a troublesome and yet great day, don't you think? Kurama said. How could today be a great day? Naruto asked. Well, you did meet two of the hottest girl around. The blonde devil sweat dropped. You are right. Naruto replied as he remembered Erika and Ryder. Castor is also beautiful. Who is beautiful? Momo said as she glared at him for saying someone is beautiful. Wait, who am I to ask him such a question when I was the one who trampled on his feelings? Crap, I totally mess up. Naruto blinked. It's about you. Momo blinked, but Naruto continued. I referred to you. From the first time I saw you, Momo-chan, I could see nothing but your inner beauty that shines like 1,000 sun. I also know that you are truly beautiful on the outside as well. Momo blushing madly as her face turned as red as Ria's hair. Damn it, I never knew he is so good with words. Council room. Murayama and Keitase felt shiver run through their body and they thought, this is really weird. Get back to work, girls, we have to prepare the battlefield for the fight. Sona said. Hi, Kaicho. The girls shouted as they got back to work. Kaicho, do you think we train Naruto-kun enough so he can beat Issei if he activates his sacred gear? Tsubaki asked her king. I don't know, because we do not know what kind of gear Issei-san has or if he can activate it as yet. Sona said to her queen. But don't worry, I believe in Naruto. If you believe in him, then I do too, Kaicho. Tsubaki said with a smile. What about you girls? Sona asked them. Naruto-kun is going to whip that perv ass. I hope he broke some bones too. Back to cafeteria. Momo stood there frozen after hearing Naruto had said, which scared Naruto. Damn, I've to learn how to control my emotions. Yeah, you should. Now apologize to her before you lose her friendship again. Naruto nodded. Before Naruto could say anything, 2 hands wrapped itself around him, then he felt a large pair of breasts pressing against his back. Era Naruto-kun. Naruto recognized the voice of the busted girl Akino. Why don't you join me for a special kind of lunch with lots of my milk? She licked his cheek. Momo glared at her. I hate this bitch. Come, Naruto-kun, I'll convince Rias to join us and make a Grimoire sandwich. Akino kissed his cheek. That bastard, how dare he get Akino-sama attention? Damn, I wish I was in his position. Naruto growled. Who does she think she is? Naruto clammed down, my boy. If you let your emotion get to you that you cause more trouble for Sona and Murayama and Keitase, we can't afford any more. You are right, Kurama. Naruto called down when he heard the names. And thank you? Naruto removed her hands from his neck and said, Thank you, Akino-san, for your offer, but as I told you before, I am not interested in you and Rias anymore. Did he just reject her? That fool. I would have given anything be him. Akino-sama, I will accept your offer. So Sona-sama was right. Akino said as she saw Naruto glaring at her. Akino! She heard her king's voice. She turned around to her master walking towards her. What are you doing over here? I was just inviting Naruto-kun to be a part of the Grimoire sandwich. With you at the top, Naruto in the middle, and I'm at the bottom. As a blush appeared on Ria's face. On second thought, Naruto, take the sandwich. Kurama shouted as he imagined Naruto between the 2 naked women. Like hell I am. Naruto roared. Rias looked at the blonde and smirked. Don't put ideas in his head, Akino. We both know that he will never see us naked, much less me. Rias laughed as Naruto growled. We both know that sacred gear equal big cock and he doesn't have any, that means he has a pencil one, ha ha ha. You're right, because even my 747 looks small if it ever lands in your Grand Canyon. Naruto replied as Momo started to laugh at a now red-faced Rias. Why, you little shit, okay. Easy, President. We will let Issei-kun do that for us. Akino said, wholly back her king. Besides, when Issei wins, it will also show that every member of our team is stronger than Sona-sama's members. I will show you who's stronger. Naruto roared, but Momo held him back. Do all you talking in the spar when you kick that perv ass. Momo said. Like that will happen. Rias said as they walked away. One day I will shut that bitch up. Naruto growled as Momo let him go. I hope so. Momo said as the bell rang signaling that lunch was over. I have to go and help Kaicho. Then she kissed him on his cheek before she ran off. Blush appeared on Naruto's face as he rubbed the spot where she kissed him. Wow, 2 kisses in one day, lucky bastard. Kurama shouted. As Naruto continued to daydream, he did not notice that he was being watched. So he just like us, we do not like it when anybody talk bad about our king or other members, a girl said shyly. Yes, he is part of the Citri group after, and looks like he is not as bad as Saji, the other girl said. So do you think we should introduce ourselves properly, the shy girl said. We could be his friends. Yeah, we will be, just like Murayama and Keitase, but we will wait until after the battle with the perv, the other girl said. I can't wait to see that bastard get his ass kicked. The shy girl said. Me too, but I wish I was the one kicking it though. And with that they left the place. ORC Club. Rias's mood was not good after encounter with Naruto Uzumaki in cafeteria. Damn it, that brat, how dare he talk to me like that. She turned to Akino. Do you think my PUSSY is as big as the Grand Canyon? Ararara, I don't know, but if you want me to take a look then I will. Ararara. Akino said with a wink. Forget I said anything. A blushing Rias said. Why were you at the Uzumaki table? I just trying to find some information about him, and what he can do so we can plan for him and tell Issei she lied. Damn it. First Erika, now Momo. How the hell am I supposed to get him interested in me again? Rias sighed as she looked at her queen. She knew she was lying, but it will be a waste of time trying to get the information out of her. Akino, call Issei, it's time I activate his sacred gear. It will help him to fight against Naruto. Akino blinked and smirked devilishly. Hi, President. As she left the room to look for Issei. I will turn you into my slave Uzumaki Naruto Baka. 2 days later, after school, Naruto and Issei spar. After school, Rias, Sona and their team appear in the school ground. They had created a barrier around the area to prevent anybody from entering the barrier or sense them. Will the match have a time limit? Rias asked. No, the first person to get knocked out loses. Sona replied as Naruto arrived at the battle with a confident smile on his face. Wow, everybody is looking at me. I wonder if they believe I can win. Naruto said to himself. As much as I want to tell you they all believe you can win, but I can't, the Kyuubi replied. Even though you are on the same team, it doesn't mean they believe in you. You are right. I am not a regular piece after all, and this is my opportunity to prove them wrong. Naruto said. Ha 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 ha, exactly. The Kyuubi replied. Naruto-kun, over here. Murayama called him. He turned to Murayama and grinned. Oh hey Murayama-chan. Naruto replied as she ran over to him. Kick his ass for me. Murayama said in a happy voice. Don't worry Murayama-chan, I'm promised to kick it really good. She smiled and nodded. But be careful and remember he possessed all 8 pawn piece, so his strength and defense were 10 times stronger than normal human, plus he has a sacred gear too. Murayama informed him. I know you could beat him if he didn't have a gear, and that's why I am worried. A small smile appeared on his face. Hey! K-Taste interrupted them. Don't scare him Murayama. If he doesn't possess any kind of special powers, that doesn't mean he will lose, that pervert. K-Taste gave him thumb up. A sacred gear doesn't guarantee victory. The Kyuubi had a smile on his face. You need more friends like them. So I have decided that after the match you could tell your vixens about me. Naruto face light up. Murayama-chan. K-Taste-chan. I need to tell you something after the match. Naruto said. I wonder what he wants to tell us. Was on the girls' minds. Maybe he will confess his feelings for me. Sure. The girls replied. Okay, after the match meet me in my room and I will tell you everything I have been hiding from you girls. Naruto tells them. Naruto saw both girls blushing and was wondering why what happened. Naruto, you can't just suddenly ask the girl to come in boys' rooms. Murayama said shyly. But you girls have been there before. Naruto asked. That was different. K-Taste replied. We were saving your life. Naruto blushed. He had finally realized what they meant. Hey, I didn't mean it that way. Both girls giggled. We know Naruto and we were just kidding Naruto-kun. We'll talk more after the match in your room. K-Taste said as both girls giggled again. With Team Grimoire, Issei was watching Naruto and his interaction between two girls. He did not know much about Naruto except that he did not have many friends and was rejected by Kaneko, Rias and Akino in a humiliating way. He later found out that Naruto was brave and had a good heart. He had tried to save his life and fought against Fallen Angel without knowing each other. I really don't want to fight you Naruto-san, but Akino promised to let me see one of her breasts if I win, and I forgive for how you humiliate Kaneko, Akino and President. I'm hope after I kick his ass he will apologize to them, and we can all be friends. Issei thought as he made his decision. Alike Issei, just remember everything I taught you about using your speed. Kiba whispered to him. I remember Kiba-senpai. Issei replied as Kaneko walked up to him. Are you going to give me a good luck kiss arg? Kaneko punched him on his shoulder. No, a good luck punch. Kaneko replied as she walked past him. And remember, the more power you use the stronger your attack become. Hilda suddenly appeared beside Sona with a video camera in hand. Sona-sama, Hilda-chan over here. Saji shouted, trying to get her attention, but she ignored him. How annoying. Hilda said as she walked towards the side and casted a spell, and the camera seemed to come alive. She then looks around and saw Saji and Issei trying to rub the blood away from their nose. Kiba had a blush on his face and Naruto wasn't even looking at her because he was talking to the girls. How dare he not notice my entrance? Hilda thoughts. Hilda-chan, why is there a video camera? Sona asked as Rias nodded her head. Serafal-sama heard about the battle and wanted me to record so she can throw it into the face of a certain redhead in their next meeting. Hilda replied as Sona's sweat dropped. Good idea, and could you send it to my brother when I win? Rias said with a cocky smile on her face. Yes, Rias-sama. Hilda said as she walked towards the battlefield. Everyone, could you please go beyond the barrier so this match can start? They wished Issei and Naruto luck before they went behind the barrier. Now let the battle between Uzumaki Naruto of the Citri Peerage and Issei Hayate Peerage begin. Hilda said as both boys stepped forward. Come on, Issei-kun. Win this match and defeat this orphan devil. Akino yelled as Kiba and Kaneko copy her. Begin. Hilda shouted as she sat back. I don't want to fight you Naruto-sama, so apologize to the girls and we will forgive you. Issei said. Ha 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 ha, I will never apologize to those beach. Naruto received a powerful punch to the jaw that sends him skidding across the ground before he crashed into the barrier. That's match. Rias shouted with a smile on her face. Will you sit down, Rias, and stop embarrassing yourself? Sona said as she pointed to Naruto getting up. You will never call them that again. Issei roared. I will call them whatever I want. Naruto said as he brushed himself off. Now it's my turn. Let's see what we are up against first, and test him out. Kyuubi said. You read my mind. Naruto ran at him at full speed. Issei saw Naruto's movements due to Kiba and Kaneko harsh training, still he couldn't dodge all of Naruto's attack. Dodge this. Naruto delivered a roundhouse kick which Issei blocked with his arm, but the force of the kick sent him skidding back. Damn it! Issei roared as he stopped himself and attacked Naruto with some sloppy kicks and punches which Naruto dodged and took advantage of his mini opening. Naruto threw a punch at Issei's torso with added speed and power. Issei tried to jump backward out of the way, but wasn't fast enough with his speed. Arg! Naruto's punch sent Issei flying into the air before he crashed into the ground hard. Issei! Team Grimoire shouted in shock while Sona and Naruto team member were smirking. Damn, that bastard is a lot stronger than I thought. Saji said, very impressive. Rias-chan, is that all Issei-san has? Sona said as Rias growled. It seems that Rias-sama taught you to fight because there was so many opening with all those sloppy punches that you threw. Naruto said with a smirk on his face. That's why I am glad that I am on Sona-chan's team. She actually found a fighting style suited for me and made me learn it instead of just throwing my fist around and hope it hits something. When did you do that? Tsubaki whispered into her king's ears. I never did. Sona replied back. You bastard! How dare you say that about my president? Issei roared as he stood up. Issei, destroy him! Rias roared from the stands. Issei-kun, here is a preview. Akino lift up her shirt and show Issei her bra. Breasts. Issei roared as his power level grew. His power level is raising just by seeing a breast. Unbelievable. Kyuubi shouted. It's not like Naruto delivered a punch to the stomach followed by right hand that sends him skidding across the ground. Arg! Naruto appeared above him and delivered an axe kick that sent him crashing into the ground. Boom! Damn it, it didn't work. Rias growled. That is not enough to defeat Naruto-kun, Sona said. Ha 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 ha, and here I thought this would be a good match. Naruto said. His eye changed color. Momo shouted as she looked at Naruto's red eyes. Does Naruto have a sacred gear? Kate shouted. Sona-chan, what is the meaning of this? I thought he did not have any special powers. A shocked Rias said. Well, you thought wrong, and that is not his special power, just the side effect of it. Sona replied with a smile on her face. Let's get round 2 on the way, Issei-san. Naruto said as Issei charged at him and threw a punch at the blonde's head. Breasts. Issei chant. Naruto merely caught Issei's punch and redirected it towards the ground before slamming his knee into his stomach, followed by another one which sends him into the air. Naruto appeared above him and delivered a kick that sent Issei crashing into the ground. Issei! Akino and the others shouted. Yeah, Naruto! Team Sona shouted. Damn it! Issei shouted as he picked himself off the ground. Damn, I have to defeat him for Akino-senpai and her breasts. Yes, Issei, do it for my breasts. Akino yelled as she made them jiggled. Rias could see her queen was having fun with the pervert. Defeat that orphan boy for them. Naruto glared at the psycho bitch. That fool, can't he see that they are playing with his feelings? He doesn't care just as long as she show it to him. A true pervert. The Kyuubi said. Show that perv who is boss, Naruto-kun. Murayama yelled. Yeah, break his leg and then shove it up his ass. Kate yelled as Issei attacked again. Ah! Issei roared as he cocked his left fist back and launches it towards Naruto's face, but Naruto ducks from the attack, surprising the boosted gear user. Naruto then kicks Issei in the chest and sent him flying backwards. Suddenly a red-like cloak surrounded Naruto. Naruto, what are you doing? You don't need that to defeat him. Kyuubi shouted. I know, but I want to show Sona-chan that she didn't make the wrong choice saving me and to rub it in the face of that bitch Rias. What power? They all shouted. Is this the secret that Naruto wanted to tell us? That bastard is stronger than me. A shocked Kiba shouted. Oh, he looks so hot. Akino licked her lips. No! I saved the wrong idiot. Rias cursed herself. Is that a fox cloak? Hilda said she had seen it somewhere before. You have just gotten even more interesting, Naruto-kun. Sona-sama, did you know about this? Tsubaki asked. Yes, I did, but not now. Naruto is about to win. Sona said with a smile on her face. That bitch played me. Rias said to herself. I should have had that power on my side. Naruto blurred forward and grabbed the boy's face before dropping down and slamming him in the ground with a crack. Issei! Team Grimoire shouted. Ga, you bastard! Issei grunted out as he felt blood coming out of his nose. Arg! As Naruto slammed his left heel down in his back, which causes a bigger crater before he jumped away. Are you done? Naruto mocked him. Get up, Issei! Rias shouted. Hi, President! Issei roared as he got up. I will not fail, President! He launched a barrage of punches at Naruto's upper body as Naruto danced while pushing and parrying them away with his palms as he continued his assault. Oh shit, he yelped when he felt Naruto grab him by his hand and swing him around before slamming him into the ground. Issei! Rias shouted as she tried to run over to Issei, but Akino stopped her. He will be fine. Akino informed her. Beside, the barrier won't come down unless there is a winner. On my head, what happened? Cough. Issei got up to receive a punch to the stomach which caused him to cough up blood before he crashed into the barrier. Naruto wasn't finished. He appeared behind Issei. He grabbed Issei and lifted him high up into the air. Then, using his extreme strength, he smashes Issei head first onto the ground in what resembles a power bomb maneuver, causing a massive crater to form. Issei! Rias shouted only for Kiba to stop her. Let me go, I have to help him. It's too late, President, he's dead. Kaneko shouted. Don't be stupid, Naruto isn't a guy to kill someone without reason, and as much as he don't like Rias-chan, he don't blame Issei for what happened to him. Sona said. Issei is unable to battle, so the winner is Naruto Uzumaki of the Citrus Peerage. Hilda announced with a smile on her face. You did it! Momo, Murayama and Kate shouted as they hugged him as the rest of the Citrus Peerage were clapping him. Naruto-kun, you really did it, Murayama said. I knew you could. Kate said. Thank goodness you're not harmed. Momo asked. Naruto grinned. Thanks girls, and I couldn't have done it without any of you. Naruto-san. A voice came out from behind. Tsubasa-san. Murayama asked as Naruto turned around to see a tall girl with blue, shoulder-length hair and matching eyes. She has the basic appearance of a tomboy, and has Abe Shounen face. Don't need to be formal this time, Murayama. She turned to Naruto and licked her lips. She become horny anytime she see a man get muddy and sweaty after they fight. I know we already met before, but I was not happy that you brought into this family, but after seeing what you did in the lunchroom and today, I am glad that you joined, so could you please forgive me? Of course I can. Naruto offered his hand and she took it. His hands are so big and sweaty. She moaned in his mind. I still don't like you, Saji said while Naruto gave him a death glare. Saji. Momo hit him in the head. You were awesome, senpai, Ruruko Nimura said with a blush on her face. She is a short, petite girl with brown hair and long twin ponytails and green eyes. That's so badass how you kick his ass. Raya Kosaka is a slim girl with long brown hair that ends in two short braids and matching eyes. Can you teach me some of those awesome moves? Tomo asked. She is a girl with shoulder-length, reddish-brown hair and brown eyes. You did a great job, Naruto. Tsubaki said. You made me proud, Naruto-kun. Sona said as she walked up to him as the girls released him. I am glad, Naruto said with a smile on his face. I am sorry for calling you Sona. See, he received a kiss on his lips that lasted for 5 seconds. A reward for making me proud, Sona said to a shocked Naruto with his fingers on his lips. Was it your first? Naruto nodded his head. Mine too, and you can call me Sona-chan. As she walked off, leaving a frozen Naruto and everybody else. How dare she take my Naruto-kun first kiss? Momo, Murayama and Kate shouted as Naruto stood there with a goofy grin on his face. I need to make her proud next. Saji shouted as everybody recovered. Hell yeah, today is my lucky day, Naruto said. You are right, brat. You got kissed 3 times today, but the last is the most important because you got it on the lips. Kurama shouted in joy. Shut up, Kurama. Kurama laughed at his host's red face and his now popular status among the Citrus girls. Why am I jealous that Sona-sama took his first kiss? Hilda said with a pout on her face which made Saji jealous. Uzumaki Rias yelled in demonic tone. This got all attention of the Citrus team's girls and boy. They watched as a crimson aura started surrounding her body. I shall not accept this loss. The only reason my Issei lost was because he was inexperienced using his gears, so the next fight will be when he can fully use his powers. Akino, Kaneko and Kiba smirked at the blonde and vanished in a magic circle. Even if he could control his power, I will still kick his ass, Naruto said. Naruto. Language. Kate warned. Sorry, Naruto said. I never knew that Rias was such a sore loser. Momo said as they all nodded their heads. You cares, I won, so let's celebrate. Naruto shouted. Hi! They shouted. 2 hours later, Rias still could not believe that her Issei was defeated so easily by Naruto. Shit, I can't believe that kind of power escaped me. What happened? Issei finally woke up and saw that he was in his house, and he knew that he had lost. He turned around to see his team looking at him. He gave Akino and Rias apology look. I am sorry, if only I was stronger. Don't worry, my Issei-kun. It's okay. She rubbed his hair while Akino just ignored him. I will make you stronger. Naruto's apartments. Naruto was sitting on his bed while Murayama and Kate were glaring at him from their seats. They are waiting for some answer about his unknown powers. Why are you glaring at me? It's not like I am not entitled to keep my own secrets, Naruto said as the 2 girls looked away feeling ashamed of themselves. He's right, everybody is entitled to keep their own secret, just like how you are keeping a secret from him. Both told their respective hosts. He didn't have to tell you guys, but he did, so apologize to him now. Naruto-kun, we are sorry for being upset with you for not telling us sooner, Murayama said, and also we hope you can forgive us because we are also keeping a secret from you, Kate said with a worried look on her face. Of course I forgive you girls, Naruto said with a smile on his face as the girls had a smile of their own. What are friends for? The smile on the girl's face vanished. Idiot. The QB face vault. Now my life's an open book. What do you want to know? Naruto said with a smile on his face. What kind of sacred gear do you have? Murayama and Kate said at the same time as Naruto frowned. Idiots. Both sacred gear thought. Well, it started when Naruto said as he began to tell them everything that happened on the night he became a devil, how he met Kurama, his training with Kurama for the past 1 week, and that Kurama is a pervert. Wow, who would have thought that all of this happened just because you got killed by a fallen angel? Kate said as Murayama nodded her head. I am not ready to tell anybody else as yet, so please keep it a secret, Naruto pleaded with Murayama and Kate, who nodded their heads. The only other person I have told is Sona Kaichu. Okay, Kate glanced at Naruto then Murayama. Now it is time for us to reveal our secret. We also have sacred gears too. As Murayama smiled. Really? Naruto said as they nodded their heads. I wonder what kind of gear they have. Kurama said to himself. Kate got up from off the seat and channeled some magic into her right hand which had a black aura. Naruto was shocked to see a black sword appear in her hand. Tada, this is my awesome sacred gear Rezdia Ashdal. I called her Rezdia though. Wow, it's so beautiful. Naruto said as he looked at the sword. Kate started channeling some devil power into the sword which caused the sword to glow dark and blue. The sword even changed. The sword now has red trimmings on the edge and purple additions along the center of the blade. Rezdia has the ability to break any form of barrier. It's my turn now. Murayama shouted as she channeled her devil powers into her left hand and a white sword appeared. This is my beautiful sword Terminus Estate, but I called her EST. She channeled her powers into her sword which caused it to glow white. My sword has the ability to enhance my speed along with my defensive and offensive techniques. Our sacred gears are called Elemental Waff. Kate said. Naruto stared at both swords then back at the girls said beautiful girls plus beautiful swords equals badass swords women Naruto said as Murayama, Kate even their sacred beasts blushed. Thank you, Naruto-kun. The blushing girls replied. Before he could say anything his eyes widened when the girl's sword started to glow. Thanks for the compliment. The white sword said as it took a human form. She is a beautiful young girl with flowing silky white hair, milky white skin and an expressionless face with violet eyes. I always love when I am complimented, the black sword said as she took her human form too. She is also a young girl but has a pale complexion with long black hair, and her eyes are dusk-colored. She is wearing a night-colored dress that barely passed her knees. You can transform into humans. A shocked Naruto said as he looked at his friends. Did you know that? The girls nodded their heads. Murayama and Kate was also surprised at the sacred gear's appearance. They never shown their human in front of anybody, not even Sona. Naruto-san, you are the first person who told us we are beautiful without any perverted intention. She refers to her and Murayama, as said in a stoic way. Thank you very much. Naruto's sweat dropped. Okay, thank you for always protecting us from the perverts. Her and Kate and Ryusbaka Rezdia said. Naruto couldn't help but grin for such compliment from the gears. Don't worry, I will always protect her and Murayama with my life. Murayama and Kate blushed at Naruto's words as Rezdia and smiled. They may look like kids but they are very powerful. Kyubi warned him. During my time, I met a man younger than me but could kick my ass, so never judge a book by its cover. Suddenly Naruto's pockets started to glow. What the hell? Naruto put his hands into his pocket and took out 2 glowing crystals. Where did these come from? Master, I found them in a cave in the jungle when I was training with Ryder yesterday. He heard Castor's voice. I gave them to you as a gift for being there for us, but I forgot to tell you. Rezdia and Est's eyes widened as they recognized the crystals. Justy Crystal Estate shouted as she looked at the black crystal. Regal Crystal Rezdia shouted as she points to the white crystal. Where did you get that? Rezdia shouted. Before Naruto could finish, the crystals shot out of his hands and into the chest of the sacred gear. The Justy Crystal went into Est's body and Regal Crystal went into Rezdia's body. Both girls' bodies began to glow, causing Naruto, Murayama and Kate to cover their eyes. The lights faded, revealing the 2 girls standing there with a smile on their faces. Nothing happened. Naruto said to himself. You are wrong, they may not have changed on the outside but their power has increased. Kyubi said to his student. Thank you. Naruto-sama. Naruto, Murayama and Kate raised their eyebrow. Est came from left, and Rezdia came from right. Both gave him a kiss on the cheek. That was a thank you gift. Hey, you are too young to be giving thank you kiss. The girls shouted as they dragged the girls away from Naruto. Naruto-kun, what kind of crystal were those? Kate asked. I don't know, Castor was the one that found it, and gave it to me, Naruto replied as the girls nodded their heads. I didn't even know it was in my pocket, or that it would react to them. Naruto, I think it's time I finally meet your vixen in person. Kyubi said, which shocked Naruto. Really? I never knew you could do that. Naruto said, still in shock. I can, but not in my real body. Kyubi said. Just channel your devil power and a little amount of Yukai power into your right hand and slap on the ground. Girls, Kurama would like to meet you in person. Naruto as he slammed his right hand into the ground, which was followed by a puff of smoke revealing a small fox with 3 tails appeared. Kurama, is that you? Kawaii! Both Murayama and Kate screamed as they dropped Rezdia and EST. They run up and hugged the little fox. Kurama grinned perversely as he felt the pair of breasts squeezing the life out of him in a good way. Girls, drop the fox and let him introduce himself. Naruto said while his eyes twisted. The girls dropped him, which caused him to glare at Naruto. Hello vixens, my name is Kurama. The girls blushed at the fox calling them vixen. Nice to meet you face to face. Kurama grinned. This is going to be a long night, Naruto thought as he looked at his perverted sacred gear talking to the girls. Next day with Naruto apartment. Naruto woke up after another exhausting night and day. He had fought and kicked Issei as yesterday plus last night Kurama and the girls talk until late in the night. As his mind began to slowly processing his surrounding, he started rubbing his hands over his bed, only feel his hands on 2 very curvaceous bodies. What the hell? Naruto jumped up only to see his beautiful purple-haired servant, and Caster. Last night after the two girls left, Caster and Ryder appeared in his room. Caster took off her robe revealing her face. She had elf-like ears and a very beautiful face. They ended up talking for a while before they decided to sleep. He offered to sleep on the floor but they told him they would prefer if they share it. So they could protect him. Naruto told them that they could still protect him while he slept on the floor, and that was what he did. Groaning, first Murayama and Keites and now Caster and Ryder. At least they are sleeping in their clothes, Naruto thought. He slipped out of the room and went into the bathroom to go take a shower, cook some breakfast, and get ready for school. 20 minutes later. Shit, I forgot that I don't have any money to buy anything, Naruto said when he saw a note on his refrigerator. To my favorite piece, you should have told me. P.S. Enjoy. P.S. We need to talk. Love, Sona. Naruto opened the refrigerator to find it fully stocked. I need to think of a way to thank Sona-chan. Naruto took out what he wanted and started to make breakfast for him and his girls. 10 minutes later, Naruto had finished making the breakfast and set up the table. Now to wake up the girls. Naruto walked into his room. Girls. The girl didn't stir. Frowning, he shook them a bit and spoke more loudly. Caster. Ryder. Wake up. Good morning, master. They greeted, making Naruto smile in return. Naruto given then some of his clothes. Naruto smiled at Caster who fit in his clothes but in case of Ryder. Naruto blushing madly, his shirt was really tight against her breast. Damn, she really looks sexy. Care to tell me why I was in the bed when I slept on the floor? Naruto asked with a single raised eyebrow. The female servants blinked several times as they registered his words before smiling. Because we want to protect you and the best way to protect you is for you to sleep between us. Both replied. Naruto struggled as he tried to work through what she was saying. Just shut up and accept their answer. In arguments like these, men never win against women. Naruto sighed as he gave them the breakfast. They sit quickly and ate their breakfast. When they were finished, Naruto washed the plates and wished the girls goodbye before he left for school. On the top of a building, there is a woman. This one was a buxom female with long, navy blue hair that obscured her right eye and brown eyes. She is wearing a violet trench coat with a wide collar, a matching miniskirt and black-heeled shoes. The trench coat is open at her chest, giving an ample view of her cleavage and a necklace that hung around her neck. So this is the guy Rainier told me she killed, and she's right, he's hot. The blue-haired woman named was Calwarner. I can sense his power. As her two black wings came out, and she jumped off the building and flew away. After school in Sona office. We're all finished, Sona Kaichu. Naruto, Keites and Murayama said with the wide grin appeared on their faces. You really improved, Naruto-san. Tsubaki was impressed with the blonde devil's work ethic. I need to step up his training. The queen of Sona thought with a smile. Here you three are. Tsubaki graced the pair with her beautiful smile as she set down a cup of tea in front of each of them. Thank you, Tsubaki-san, the trio said at the same time. Sona smiled at her special attack force consisting of Naruto with Murayama and Keites. In a few years they would become the strongest team of all the rookies. I must commend you, Naruto, with the fast progress that you made. You will catch up to Murayama and Keites in a few weeks and surpass my other members in a month or two. She looked at the report. I had gotten about 1,000 paperwork on the desk and I can't seem to find any yet. Sorry, but I finished 500. Murayama said. I took 400. Keites said. And I took 100. Naruto replied with a little grin. Sorry, Sona Kaichu, we did not know that we weren't supposed to do all of them. Don't worry, Naruto-kun. Sona smiled when suddenly Hilda appeared beside Sona through a magic circle. Sona-sama, it's time for your family meeting. As Sona nodded, Sona glanced at Naruto, an idea popped up her head. Naruto-kun, since you want to become stronger, then I will make Hilda-san your new teacher, Sona said, adjusting her glass. Hilda glanced at Naruto, and a smile appeared on her face which scared Naruto. Now is my chance to find out what makes you tick, Naruto Uzumaki. No, it's okay, Sona Kaichu, I can wait. I am in no hurry to get strong. A scared Naruto said. Hilda blinked. This is the first time someone had rejected her company. So you're saying you don't want her to train you? Sona asked in a stern tone. Naruto gulped as he gained some courage and nodded. Sona couldn't help but giggled. Alright, then you will be training with me fully then. Naruto smiled in relief as Murayama and Keites glared at their king. Wow, that girl is good. You girls have a lot of competition. Murayama and Keites' Sacred Gear said. It's not like that. Both said at the same time. Yeah, and Issei is not a pervert. Let's go, Hilda. Sona said. Hilda, I will find out what makes you tick Uzumaki one way or another. Hilda blinked as she came out of her thoughts before narrowing her eye on blonde. Hi, Sona-sama. Naruto, I got a letter from the principal's office for you. Sona handed him the letter. We will talk when I get back. With Naruto and his crew. Damn it, it's my school fee. How am I going to pay this? Naruto asked himself. I told Mikoto that I would be paying for this year, so she shouldn't. Naruto, why did you turn down the opportunity to be trained by such a strong person? Keites asked her friend. I did not like that smile on her face. It promised lots of pain, Naruto said as Murayama nodded her head. Seriously, Naruto-kun, I am sure Hilda-san is not as strict and deadly as you may thought. Kate said Naruto, and Murayama gave her a hard glare that made Kate's sweat drop. What I heard that the only person she would hurt is her rival, a member of the Grimoire family named Grafia. Okay, I get it. Kate sighed. Hey, I heard there's a new restaurant that opened near the market. Murayama said as they look at her. Let's check it out. Sure, why not? Naruto and Kate replied. Hey Naruto-kun, a voice called him. Murayama and Kate gave a narrowed eye as they saw none other than Momo coming towards them. Hey Momo-chan, what are you doing here? He asked. Well, I just pick out a dress to impress a certain someone, Momo said as she looked at Naruto and blushed with a smile. While Naruto frowned, he did not realize that she was looking at him. Now I just need to pick out a swimsuit. You want to help me? She blushed even harder. Murayama glared at Momo. He's ours, bitch. Sorry, Momo-chan. Naruto blinked when Murayama wrapped her right hand around his left hand. Naruto, Kate and I already made plan. Right, Naruto-kun. She's right, Momo-chan, we did make a plan to go somewhere already, maybe next time. Momo gave Murayama a harsh glare. She was blocking her opportunity to become his best friend or more again. I just know that guy will love whatever you wore for them. I know I would. Momo blushed his compliment. Thank you, Naruto, and see you around. She ran away. Hush, she is really weird. Never mind, let's go. Both girls nodded and left with him. After having dinner at the new restaurant, Naruto got his first contract from Tsubaki. Naruto was summoned to a very big house. This is my first contract. As Naruto entered the house, his eyes widened. There was a very beautiful woman who looked to be in her early mid-30s with flared hips, smooth thighs. Her nails were painted with red polish, and her breasts seemed to measure up to a J cup, which was bigger than Rias, Akino, and Ako Sensei. She stood at 5 feet 11 inches with an hourglass figure, red lipstick, a red mini dress with a brown fur coat, mesmerizing purple eyes, and striking light blue hair down to her lower back with a strand hanging in the middle of her forehead. Damn it. She hot. Kurama yelled while Naruto blushing madly. So you're my summoner? Naruto asked while blushing madly and trying to not looking at her breasts. Yes. Let me introduce myself, I'm Uchiha Kurono, and you are? Uchiha asked as she licked her lips. Uzumaki Naruto. Naruto replied as his eyes widened. Well, Naruto-kun, your job for today is to give me a massage. Uchiha informed him. Uzumaki, could this be Kushina-san? What? Naruto shouted. But, shut up and do it, you know the punishment for failure. The Kyuubi told him. I shall give you proper information on massaging. Okay, Naruto said. 1 hour and 15 minutes later. Naruto blushing madly as this was his first time doing something like this, especially when she started to moan. Era, you really impress me, Naruto-kun. My stress was totally gone. Uchiha said. I have completed my mission with you, so I would like you to sign it so I can leave. Naruto said, showing her the paper. How about an oral agreement? Uchiha got off the bed and Naruto took a step back until his back was against the table. Okay, I have something special for you, and it's only for you. She grabbed the back of his head and brought his down to her as she mashed her lips against his. He was stunned, having gotten caught off guard by Uchiha, who kissed him roughly. After a minute she let go of him as he gasped. What the hellf? His words were muffled as Uchiha grabbed his again and slammed him on top of the table before getting on top of him and kissed him head again. This time she thrust her tongue into his mouth. Naruto tried to push her away, but when he reached his hands over her chest but mistaken, he touched her boobs. He tried to push her, but she is stronger than him, as her long tongue thoroughly investigated her mouth cavern. He moaned as her tongue swirled around her before she sucked on it and continued the hot wet kiss. You're so cute. Uchiha got off him. I am a friend of Mikoto, and don't worry, I will transfer the money to pay your school fees. What? Naruto couldn't believe that she was a friend of Mikoto and was paying his school fee. How do you know Mikoto-chan, and what was that for? Oh, you mean kiss, Uchiha said as she licked her lips. What? You don't like it, or do you want to have sex with me instead? Uchiha rubbed her hands over her body, and her eyes started to glow. Yes. Naruto roared. Naruto! Snap out of it, she's a succubus. The Kyuubi roared. If you have sex with her at your level of power, you will die, Naruto. He sent a powerful burst of yukai into his system to knock him out of the trance. Sorry, Kurono-san. Uchiha blinked. She felt the yukai, but I have to be leaving now. Why? Uchiha shouted, but Naruto entered into summon circle and disappeared. Uchiha had a smile on her face. You are definitely Kushina's son. She looked at a picture of her friend Kushina along with Mikoto, Aki and Chisato when they were at school. She took out her phone and dialed. Mikoto-chan, I have to thank you for the introduction. Hello, listen, I want to pay the school fees of S student named Naruto Uzumaki, Uchiha said. As he left the house, I wonder how Issei handle his contracts. Naruto thoughts, but before he was swallowed by a magic circle. With Naruto, where the hell am I? Naruto asked aloud as he looked around and realized that he was in a graveyard. Shiraida and I were training when we saw them. Castor said as they hid behind a gravestone. Huh. Naruto turned looking around, but he did not see anyone until Kurama replied. Naruto, I sense the two mage hiding their powers behind the bushes, and another one is hiding behind that grave to your right. Suddenly a young girl stepped into their view. The young girl, who looked perhaps 13 or 14, is wearing a purple coat with cold weather hat. She had snow-white hair and red eyes. "Who is that?" Naruto asked Ryder and Caster as the young girl started to talk. "Oh, you noticed me. I never thought anybody could." The girl giggled at the boy and girl that was in front of her. "Isn't it past you bedtime, little girl?" A young woman with long wavy black hair, which she styles into twin tails tied with black ribbons. She is wearing a red turtleneck, a black skirt and long black socks, said as the kid appeared from nowhere. "Right, Shiro-san?" she asked the boy, who nodded his head. "You are right, Rin." The boy named Shiro replied. He has auburn hair and golden brown colored eyes. He is wearing a blue and white long-sleeve baseball jersey t-shirt and a blue slim straight jean. "Hey, I know that boy," Naruto said and walked towards them. "Ryder, Caster, get ready on my signal if necessary." "Hi," they said. "Shiro has been a while, old friend," Naruto said, walking towards them, which shocked Rin and the others. "Why were you spying on us, pervert?" Rin glared as she glanced his arm and saw a familiar mark. "How you say something, bitch?" Naruto replied as steam came out of her head. "It's me, Naruto. Ignored the pervert, Shiro. We have bigger fish to fry," Rin said to Shiro, who nodded his head and ignored him. "That bastard ignored me, and for that bitch," Naruto said to himself. "She is very pretty after all," Caster said through the mark. "HMU and Ryder are way prettier," Naruto replied as Ryder and Caster blushed. "Thank you, Master," Caster said. "Master, you are embarrassing me." Ryder blushed even harder. "Enough talking and prepare yourself," the young girl shouted as they jumped back. "But before I kill you, I will introduce myself. My name is Ilias Vale von Einsenberg." Rin went pale when she heard the name Einsenberg. "Shiro, that girl said her name is Einsenberg. Her family has been a part of every Grail War," Rin said. "And it looks like she is following the family tradition?" Shiro said. "The little girl didn't look like she could hurt a kitten." "That's right, Oniai-chan," Ilias Vale said with a smile on her face. "Now prepare yourself or die, Oniai-chan." "Get ready, girls," Naruto said. "Come, Berserker," Ilias Vale commanded, and in an instant, a mountain of muscle that looks like a man appeared in front of the girl. The beast is wearing very little, just a tunic to cover his lower regions, and was carrying a huge slab of stone that had resembled an axe. "Archer, let's go," Rin shouted as the white-haired man known as Archer appeared in front of her. He has gray eyes and tan skin color. He is wearing a black body armor made from a special material with metal-plated shoes, which appear to be attached to his trousers, and a red overcoat which covers his arms and upper torso, and is fashioned and tied with an age-maki knot. "Holy cow, Naruto sees giant guy," Master Caster and Ryder said. "Not yet," Naruto said. "Crush them, Berserker." Ilias Vale roared as Berserker charged the group, readying his axe to bisect them, or literally crush their bones to dust. "Saber, come for!" Shiro quickly called out his mage. "Attack with Archer." Saber is a young woman in her late teens with a slender physique and soft, white skin. She has finely textured golden hair that seems as if sprinkled with gold dust. She is wearing a shining armor with an old-style dress, made from old-fashioned blue cloth, underneath. Saber and Archer attack the huge man, which caused a huge shockwave which caused both servants to skid across the ground. "Arg!" Naruto screamed out as the shockwave sends him flying to, only for Caster and Ryder to appear and catches him. "Thanks, girls. You're welcome, Master," the girls replied. "He has 2 servants." Rin and Shiro eyes widened. Hee how interesting. 2 servants, that mean you be more of a challenge than these 2 idiots," Ilias Vale said with a smile on her face. "Change the target, attack the blonde." "Aren't you forgetting Sumio?" the man roared as he kicked Saber so hard it sent her fly away. Naruto and his 2 servants jumped away. "Now Caster, Rain of Light." Caster cast her spell and light begins to rain down on Berserker, who uses his axe to deflect them. Berserker roared as he jumped in the air preparing to attack Caster when suddenly a chain was wrapped around his leg. "Ready," Naruto said as Ryder nodded her head, and the 2 dragged down the chain, slamming Berserker into the ground. "Finish him, Caster." "Light bomb." Caster launched a ball of light into the crater. Boom. "Wow, their teamwork is a lot better than ours." Shiro looked at Rin, who glared at him. "You are no match for us, kid," Naruto said with a cocky smile. He is silly, Oniai-chan," Ilias Vale said with a smile. "Hey, I thought that was your nickname for Shiro," Naruto said when suddenly they felt on the chain. What the Ryder pushed him away, only to be lifted up in the air by the chain and slammed into the ground. "Ryder!" Naruto shouted as he ran over to her. "What the hell, I could have taken it too." "No, Master, it is my job to see it that you do not get hurt," Ryder said as Naruto helped her up. "That is what I am here for." "No, that is not the only reason you are here for," Naruto said as he dusted her off, which caused her to blush. "Kia!" Naruto and Ryder turned around to see Berserker attacking Caster, who created barrier, but Berserker was too strong and it broke with his axe. Then he delivered a powerful punch that connected to Caster's face, sending her skidding across the ground. "Finish her, Berserker," Ilias Vale happily shouted as Berserker charged at her. "Caster!" Naruto roared as his eyes got red and his whisker got dark. "I won't let you hurt my girls." Naruto vanished from the spot and appeared between Berserker and Caster and caught the axe. "Master! You came," Caster said, and trying to smile with her swollen face. "You dare attack the servant of Uzumaki, Naruto?" Naruto roared as he delivered a punch to Berserker's face that sends him flying towards his master. Who the hell do you think I am? He appeared in front of them and sends him into the air. He's my master Uzumaki Naruto, and he is going to win the Gale War. Ryder roared. She was in the air waiting for Berserker. She delivered a powerful leg drop that sent him crashing into the ground at high speeds. Boom. Ilias Vale, Saber, Shiro, Rin and Archer eyes widened at the whole scene. Master, watch out. Ryder shouted as she saw Berserker throwing his axe towards the blonde. You don't know when you give up. Naruto stand up and caught the axe only to send flying by the force of the axe. Arg. Boom. Master. Ryder and Caster shouted. Cough. Naruto cough up blood as he got up. I am fired up. What the hell is that guy? He can't be human. Rin cried out as she looked at Zero. Is he? He was when I met him. Shiro replied. Caster, Ryder led attack together. Naruto said as they charged at Berserker. Let do it. Uzumaki barrage. Caster and Ryder vanished at high speed and appeared beneath Berserker, and Caster delivered several punches the large man face. Uzumaki, bitch! The massive man roared as he attacked only for Caster to dodge and vanish. Ryder appeared in his guard and gave him a powerful kick that sends him into the air. Now Naruto-kun. Ryder and Caster shouted. Naruto Rendan. Naruto delivered a somersaulting heel drop to Berserker's head that sends him crashing to the ground. Light bomb! Caster said as Ryder put her hands on her shoulder to add her mana to Caster's attack. Can I join this party? Sober said as she added her power to the mix too. Fire! Naruto shouted as they fired the attack. Amiya-kun, we have to get out of here. Rin shouted, grabbing Shiro's arm. Wait, I have to get Saber and Naruto-san. Shiro said. Don't be an idiot, she's a servant, she can handle herself, and the blonde has his servant to protect him. Rin shouted. Archer, help me. Boom. Saber! Shiro shouted as Archer grabbed both of them and jumped to safety. The smoke cleared, revealing a wounded Berserker with his master on his shoulders. He had cut and burn mark over his body, and yet he looks like he could go another round or two. You are very interesting person, Oniai-chan Uzumaki. You look like you can still fight, but sadly we must leave. The girl said as she looked at Naruto. It was nice playing with you, Oniai-chan. Bye. As she vanished. Let's go home, girls, Naruto said as his red eye turned to ocean blue. Who the hell are you, pervert? What is your connect to Amiya-kun, and how do you have two servants? Rin shouted at the blonde. It's none of your business. Naruto turned to Saber and his two servants who are ready to fight each other. Can't you see they are tired? Why don't you back off? Naruto said. Do not presume to order me. Saber said, glaring at the blonde who just smirked and openly laughed, making her eyes twitch. Stop, Saber, he is right, Shiro said as he looked at Naruto. Naruto, look, let's go, girls. Naruto ignored him as Ryder and Caster smiled as they disappeared on that spot. With Issei. Issei was forced to ride his bike to his first contract because he was too stupid to learn how to use the magic circle. Sweaty and tired, Issei had finally arrived at the residence he had been summoned to and rang the doorbell before waiting for whoever had summoned him to answer the door. After a few seconds of waiting, the door cracked open. Nyo! Issei blinked several times, having not expected that to be the first thing he heard from the person he was to be making a contract with. Then he sighed. The door opened further, and Issei began the necessary introduction. Sorry for intruding, but I was wondering, he trailed off, his eyes widening in horror. Welcome, Nyo. Standing on the other side of the door was what could only be some kind of monster. It was large, beefy, built like a brick shit house with muscles on its muscles and arms bigger than Issei's head, and definitely not female. It was wearing its hair in twin pigtails with ribbons tied into bows. It was also wearing a Sailor Fuka uniform that showed off its disgustingly hairy legs, with a pair of white wings sticking out from behind its back. Issei abstractly recognized the clothes as a magical girl uniform, but that wasn't something he was immediately focused on. It was more an after-the-fact detail. The thing, for that's all it could be in Issei's mind, loomed over him like some kind of indomitable fortress of pink. I've waited for so long, Nyo. Issei, who was staring up at the thing with wide, teary eyes and snot dribbling down his nose, just barely managed to speak, such was his fright. Your wish? I want you to turn Mirutan into a magical girl, Nyo. Eh? He really should have expected that, what with the cosplay and all, but for some reason he hadn't. In fact, he was so startled that he was knocked out of his terror of the monstrosity before him. I think you need to go to another world for that. I've been to another world, but no one has the ability to give Mirutan magical girl powers. The hell? This thing actually went to another world. At this point, I have been forced to make a request from my enemies, the devils, to grant my wish. Ye enemies! Oh shit! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! This was not good. So not good. I want you to give Mirutan, I want you to give Mirutan magical girl powers, Naya. Wawa. I'm gonna die. The city alleyway. Naruto and he appeared in an alley in the city. That was fun, ha ha ha. Naruto laughed as they exit the alley only to see Erika running past them. Hey, isn't that Erika? As he chased after her. I wonder why she is running. Who is this Erika person? Caster asked. She a friend of mine that helped me with my project. Naruto said as they lost her around the corner. Naruto-sama slowed the rider and Caster crashed into an invisible barrier and fell to the ground as Naruto continued without noticing. Erika! Naruto shouted as he searched for her. Naruto turned another corner only to see Erika standing in front of a huge two-headed white wolf. What the hell? The dog swung his massive claw at Erika. Fly boots of Hermes! Erika said as a magic seal appeared under her legs which sent into the air dodging the dog's attack. Is that all you have, rogue god? As a magic seal appeared around her. She was now in some sort of battle armor. On the armor there was a red glyphs with rose symbols in the center and scripture rotating around the outer edges. Die witch! The rogue god roared as he attacked again, destroying the building she was on. Erika had used the same magic to jump to another building. Oh shit, Erika has powers. A shocked Naruto watched. You may be a rogue but you are a minor god, weaker than the others. Erika said as she stretched out her hands and a magi seal appeared. Lion of steel and he who can get you the lion heart. A sliver lion head came out of the magic circle. So she's a campione. The QB said in shock. A what? Naruto asked. A god slayer. The QB said, which shocked Naruto. I have heard of them. They work for the angels to track down rogue gods and fallen angels. Where is Caster and Rider? Naruto looked around. Hear the oath and obey the campione Erika blandly. Erika said as the lion mouth opened and she shoved her hands into it and pulled out a rapier. It appears it's time for a duel Coeur de Leon. She raised the sword into the air and swung the sword at the beast. She fires large blasts of red magical energy that sends the beast crashing into a building behind it. Yahoo! Go Erika! Naruto shouted, which got Erika's attention. Naruto, what are you doing here? Erika looked down on him. Erika, watch out! Naruto shouted as the giant two-headed wolf got up. Fong wolf fong! The rogue god roared as he started to spin. The ultra-violent rotation creates a vacuum vortex that tears the surrounding apart even without touching them directly. Die! He attacks her. So are boots of Hermes. She flew higher into the air to dodge the attack. Arg! Her body was covered in cuts and her clothes was shredded as the wolf attack destroyed a large portion of the city. Not bad. Erika said as her wounds heal and her clothes was fixed. Let's see you dodge this whirlwind wolf fong. The rogue god roared as his body spun in a violent assault again, but this time it was bigger. Eli lama sabachthani? O Lord, why hast thou forsaken me? O my God, I cry in the daytime, but thou hearest not, and in the night season, and am not silent. But thou art holy, O thou that inhabitest the praises of Israel. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax, it is melted in the midst of my bowels. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue cleaveth to my jaws, and thou hast brought me into the dust of death. For dogs have compassed me, the assembly of the wicked have enclosed me, they pierced my hands and my feet. But be not thou far from me, O Lord, O my strength, haste thee to help me. Deliver my soul from the sword, save me from the lion's mouth. For thou hast heard me from the horns of wild oxen. I will declare thy name unto my brethren, in the midst of the congregation will I praise thee. Erika finished as her sword turned into a lance, a copy of the Lance of Longinus. Lance of Longinus. She threw the lance. No, not that arg. The two-headed wolf screamed out as the lance pierced his chest. That was so badass. Naruto roared as Erika landed in front of him. Wow Erika, I never knew you could do that. You never should have. Erika said, which made Naruto frown. Are you going to kill me now? A scared Naruto asked. No, what I meant to say was that you never told me you were a devil, so I never want you to know my secret until you told me yours. Erika said. How did you know I was a devil and why aren't you going to kill me? You are a servant of Goar. Naruto screamed out in pain. I can sense it, and my job is not to kill devils but to kill rogue gods and fallen angels, so you are safe, my cute little devil. Erika said, which made him blush. Okay, but I was wondering something, why haven't Sona or Rias here since this is their territory, and are you exposing yourself to everyone? Naruto asked. I created a barrier around this place, and only person with Grimoire can enter it. Erika said with a smile, pointing to the glowing thing in his pocket. And for your final answer, only Satan-level devils or fallen angel can see or sense them, and that is when they are a few feet in front of them. Other devils and humans only see them as natural disasters. Then why can I see them? Naruto asked. You have called me as yet, am I not pretty enough? Erika said as Naruto blushed. You can see it because you have a grimoire. Why did you give it to me? Naruto asked. I don't know, it just felt right. Erika said as she walked up to him and captured her lips with his as Naruto blushed as she pulled back. Score! Kurama roared. What was that for? Naruto stuttered. I injected the information into you and how to use the grimoire. Erika said as she licked her lips. But you could have told me. A red-faced Naruto said. I know. She winked at him. Watch out. Naruto tackled Erika to the ground, dodging a tornado-like attack. Stay out of the way, boy, the witch his mind. Rogue God said, but he wasn't in his god mode, he was in his human form. He had a wild appearance with several physical traits more akin to animals. He has messy brown hair, sharp black eyes with vertical slit-like pupils, pronounced canine teeth, and a distinct red fang markings on his cheeks. If you want to kill Erika, then you will have to go through me. Naruto growled. Feel the power of Kiba no Akamaru. Kibamaru roared. How sweet. Erika said from behind Naruto. But your devil attacks won't work on a god, but that's what a grimoire is for. I see. Naruto said as his right hand started to glow and a golden sword appeared. Golden sword of Erethragna, why did you get that cursed sword from? A shocked and scared Kibamaru shouted. So you know of the golden sword that has the power to cut through divinity. A smile appeared on Erika's face. It can cause a god to fall from godhood. Now that I summon the sword, what do I do now? I know nothing of that god. Naruto shouted. Hee hee. Erika giggled and cupped his cheek and kissed him again as they were covered in a golden light that spreads throughout the area as golden swords came out of the ground. Some of the swords started floating in the air and pointed at the rogue god. I have to get out of her. One of the golden sword went through his back. Arg. He screams out in pain as he transformed into his god mode of the two-headed wolf. You are the god who has a strong connection to the wild, especially to wolf. Naruto's lips separated from Erika as several more sword pierced his skin. Both Kiba, Hana, Akamaru and some also rule over the wild. You have two sons Cerberus who guard the gate of hell and his Orthrus who was killed by Heracles. Kibamaru roared in pain as the swords attack again. Growing up you were considered the weakest in your family. You try every to get stronger but you could not. Naruto roared as the sword pierced him again. You were so weak that your mother Tsum decided to team you up with your cousin Akamaru, another god weaker than you and an outcast, to boost you confident. It worked and you two became a lot stronger, but you became short-tempered and impulsive, which caused you to make mistakes in battle, which caused you to lose. Stop it! Kibamaru roared out in pain. Years passed. Akamaru grew stronger than you and you got jealous and killed Akamaru in his sleep and claimed that it was the enemy that did it. You took the title of your cousin and became Kiba no Akamaru. Naruto finished as the wolf turned back into his human form with swords in his body and blood leaking everywhere. Ha 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 ha. Nice try, God Slayer, Kibamaru roared as the swords vanished and place turned gray. But I am still alive. That because you are not Kiba. Naruto said, which shocked the rogue god, and the golden field appeared. You were always jealous of Kiba family, and the love his mother gave him even when he was weak. Arg. Kibamaru roared in pain. Finish him, Naruto. Erika said as Naruto nodded his head. Your mother kicked you out for being weak, so when you got the opportunity you killed Kiba in his sleep and to his body, family and title. Isn't that right, Akamaru? Naruto roared as he swung the sword to destroy the rogue god. No, Naruto fell to his knees with the sword. You did wonderful, my campione in training. Erika kissed him on his cheek. I'll see you around as she vanished. Naruto. The last thing he saw was Castor and Ryder running towards him as his sword vanished. With Naruto woke to the sun's rays shining on him. On my head, what happened? Naruto got pee and held his head and looked around the room only to realize that he wasn't in his room. Where the hell am I? Is this Erika's house? As a blush appeared on his face. He had never been to a girl's house before, much less sleep in their beds. No, it can't be her house. She vanished before I fainted. Naruto got up off the bed and walked towards the door. Where could I be then? He looked around and saw a huge hallway with 7 doors and 2 labeled bathroom. I hope I wasn't kidnapped, Naruto said to himself as he walked towards the stairs. No, Ryder and Castor was with me. Naruto headed down the stairs only to be in another huge room like upstairs. Shit, whose house is this? Naruto voice echoed throughout the hall. Looks like I have to bust out of her. Naruto's eyes caught a familiar picture on the wall. It was one of him, Mikoto, and the children from the orphanage. He walked up to the picture and looked at it to make sure he was seeing right. What is this doing here? Naruto said as he looked around and saw another picture of him and Mikoto that they took at the fair in front of the Ferry's wheel. He had won a trip for 2 after answering a question correct on a radio show. I need to get to the bottom of this. Naruto decided to search every room until he found someone. Naruto searched the rooms but he could not find anybody. He wondered where the person or persons was as he heads into what he hoped was the kitchen since he haven't found it as yet. Are you sure you know what you are doing? A familiar voice said. Of course I do. I watch Naruto-sama it all the time. Another familiar voice said. Do we have to wear this? I never seen Naruto-sama wearing it before? The first voice said. I read in a book, Ryder, the girl made breakfast for her master wearing only this. The second voice said. Really, and what the name of the book called? Castor? Ryder asked her fellow servant. Make out paradise. Castor replied. Naruto entered room. Castor, Ryder, what is going on? Naruto rocket back with a nose bleed into the wall, knocking him out. He had saw 2 luscious, plumped ass and pink of his servants. Master! Ryder and Castor shouted as they ran up to him, only wearing an apron. 5 minutes later, Naruto woke up only to see the worried look in Ryder and Castor's face. Why are you girls dressed like this, Master? Castor and Ryder tackled the blonde, crushing his face with their lovely breasts. You are awake. Yes, I am awake, but you haven't answered my question. Naruto replied as they let him go and told him. Damn it, Castor found my orange book. I see, now I have a question. Where the hell am I? Naruto shouted. Let's talk about this over breakfast. Castor said as they went to sit around the table. Naruto, this is your new house. Sona-sama did it after she found out how you've been living. Ryder said as she ate. She said she had meeting with her family yesterday was to get the support of her family to build you this house. Caster said as she ate. So where is Sona-chan? Naruto asked. He wanted to talk to her. He did not like handout. He preferred to work for it. She wanted to talk to you, but we told her you were tired from all the training yesterday. Ryder said. Oh, she wants to talk to you today. Caster said as she continued to eat her breakfast. Did she ask about you guys? Naruto asked them. She did, but before we open our mouths she changed her mind and said that she trusts you and when you are really to tell her you will. Ryder replied as a smile appeared on his face. We need to tell her about this guild war and everything. Naruto said as he finished off his breakfast. Naruto-sama, what happened yesterday? Caster asked as Naruto started to remember. We thought we lost you when you entered that barrier. We tried to enter but we couldn't. Yeah, and when you appeared you were tired and had a sword in your hand, Ryder asked. Oh, that I Naruto told them what happened. The sword you saw me with was Verthragna's golden sword. Rin apartment. Rin brought out bag and started packing it. Are you actually serious about forming a team with that kid? Archer said appearing behind her. His master looked unsure of her decision. Yes, Archer, I am sure. We need all the help we can get and Shiro's and his servant are pretty impressive. Rin said using the straps to secure her luggage. I thought the blonde was more impressive. He was able to take on that monster by himself. Archer said looking out the window to see if he could catch anything in the distance. And his servants has excellent teamwork. Are you saying you won't follow your master's plan, Archer? Rin asked her servant seriously as he did have independent action and was already an unruly servant. I have to follow it, as long as you are my master though. Archer said taking steps to leave the room. Wait. How come that blonde can have more than one servants? I thought it every master can possess only one mage. Rin asked her servant. There might be several reasons. One, the servant's original master were dead and they choose to work with him, or the blonde is just that powerful so he can handle more than one mage. Archer said as he turned to his master. That blonde boy is more powerful than any normal human that I have ever met. Unlike you, with that, Archer vanished from the room to avoid the rage he created in his master from pointing out the blunt truth. Co-Academy, Sona's office. Enter. Sona said as Naruto entered her office. I have been expecting you. As the blonde took his seat. Before you say anything, I would like to say that the house wasn't a handout. You will be paying me back for it by bringing fame and glory to me and my family's name. Sona said, which shocked him. I know you will become one of the most powerful devil one day, Naruto-kun. I see, I can accept that. Naruto said as he snapped his fingers and Caster and Ryder appeared. Kaishu-chan, these are my servants Caster and Ryder. You're what? A shocked Sona shouted. Let me explain, Sona-sama. Caster said as they told Sona everything about them. Wow, just wow. Sona said as she sat back in her chair. Gale War, I have heard of that, but I never expect that one of my servants would be involved. As she thinks about it. Sorry I did not tell you, Kaishu-chan. Naruto said as he looks on. This just means that you will have to train harder. Sona said as Naruto nodded his head. You cannot complain about anybody that I choose to teach you. No. Naruto said as a smile appeared on her face as Ryder and Caster vanished. Is there anything else that you have to tell me? Sona asked him. Yes. Naruto said as he showed her the golden sword and told her what it was. So you can only use it against a god or fallen angel, but as long as you know at least everything about them. Sona said as Naruto nodded his head. Who would give you such a powerful weapon? I can't reveal my source until the person is ready. Naruto said with made. Sona growled. Sorry, is that person a threat to us? Sona asked. No, the person only hunts rogue gods and fallen angel. Naruto replied. So that person must be with the church. Sona said to herself. Fine, you don't have to tell me that person's name, thank you, Kaishu-chan. Naruto said as he got up. Wait, about the school fee. Sona said as Naruto sits back down. I was going to pay it, but the principal told me that it was already paid. Do you know how? A client of mine paid it for me after I completed my mission. Naruto said as Sona listened to him telling her the story of what happened. She said she was a friend of my caretaker at the orphanage. Naruto, what was the name of your caretaker? Sona asked. Her name was Mikoto Uchiha. Why do you ask? Naruto said. Mikoto Uchiha, where have I heard that name before? Sona said to herself. Don't you think it's strange that a succubus was friends with your caretaker? Oh shit, it can't be her. What are you talking about? A confused Naruto asked. Sona did not answer, but she got up and headed towards her bookcase and started looking through it until she found what she was looking for. It was a huge black book with golden wings on it. Sona headed back over to her desk and opened the book and started skipping the page until she stopped. Is this Mikoto? She pointed to a picture. Naruto looking at the picture, it was Mikoto, but she was wearing a miniskirt that rode low on her hips, exposing the strap of her G-string, and a tube top that lovingly wrapped itself around her big jugs and 12 jet black wing behind her. No, it's not her. Mikoto has blonde hair and green eyes. Naruto said as he continued to look on with disbelief. Why, I didn't realize that she was a fallen angel, the Kyuubi said to himself. It seems like Kushina-sama erased some of my memories. Mikoto Uchiha was one of the 4 strongest angels in heaven along with Michael, Gabriel and her brother Azazel. She lost her place in the heaven after her brother had sex with a human woman and covered up for him, and thus she and her brother became a fallen angel as punishment from God. Shortly after that, they created the Fallen Angels organization, Grimoire each being the co-leader. During the Great War between the three factions, she was known as Demon Eyes Mikoto because of her fearsome red eyes. The Fallen Angels were the first to retreat due to Azazel's order after his sister was hit by a deadly curse that seems to suck the magic out of the target. She died shortly after that. Why would you believe it was my Mikoto when the book started that she died? Naruto asked. Some books can be wrong, Sona said. In the classroom, Naruto was still thinking about what he found out. He had asked the Kyuubi, but he did not know. He entered the classroom only to see Kiba glaring at him, and a smirk appeared on his face which made Kiba glaring at him even more as he remembered how strong Naruto was. I should have been the one to take him on, Kiba said to himself. I would have wiped the floor with him. So Murayama-chan and Kate-chan, did you find out what the crystal can do? Murayama and Kate nodded. So what is it? Well, you won't believe it. Naruto-kun. It's... Murayama replied was interrupted by Urza. Shut the hell up, brats. We have a quiz now, Urza said in cold tone. But sensei, you never essay. You brat. Dentation after school, Ezra roared, which shocked the class. They knew that something was wrong because Ezra wasn't like this. Sense. That's it, brat, you are banned from my class. Now get out. Ezra roared as the boy started to cry. Shut up, crying fat ass. The boy ran out of the classroom. Brat, it seemed like your sensei is a really bad mood. Naruto nodded. He noticed too. She didn't smile as she usually do. I wonder what is causing it. Wait, what date is it? Naruto said as Kurama who told him. Shit. Today is her birthday. That bastard, I dare he sleep with that slut, and on my birthday no less. Ezra roared in her mind. And I thought he loved me. Caster, I want you buy a dozen roses, and Ryder, I want you to buy a strawberry cheesecake. Naruto said as he took out the credit card that Sona gave him and tossed it out of the window. Use the card. 5 minutes before class over, Naruto had finished his test early and was let out. Test is over, so hand out the paper and get out. Ezra roared. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Naruto sang as he entered the classroom with a cake in one hand and a roses in the other. Dear Ezra-sensei, happy birthday to you. A smile appeared on her face. She was still upset with her boyfriend. I don't know why you are upset, but I hope this will at least make you happy for a moment. As he handed her the roses and placed the cake on the table, a wider smile appeared over her face. Oh my Naruto-kun, thank you for roses and cake. Ezra took up the red rose and smelled it. How did you know that today was my birthday? A light blush appeared over cheek. Don't you remember, sensei, you told us on the first day of class and that you love strawberry cheesecake? Naruto blushed as Ezra's face light up. Is this cake a strawberry cheesecake? Ezra asked as Naruto nodded his head. Yes. Ezra shot up and hugged Naruto, crushing him into her breasts. You bitch, stop hugging him. Murayama and Kate growled. Are you jealous, hee 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 hee? Reztia and S laughed at their owner. No, I am not. The girls shouted in their minds. You're welcome. Naruto blushed. He loved the feeling of her breasts on his face. Lucky bastard. The Kyuubi growled. That's it. Kate growled as stood up. Hey guys, let's sing the birthday song to Ezra-sensei. Happy birthday, Urza-sensei. Everyone started to sing as Ezra smiled. Oh, thank you, students, Ezra said as they finished. I am so sorry for how I was behaving earlier because of some personal issues. We forgive you, sensei. The student shouted. Now let's party. Ezra shouted as the students cheer. After the party, thank again, Naruto-kun. Ezra said as she kisses him on the cheek before walking out of the classroom. Naruto. Kate called him. Naruto. Murayama called him too. Naruto. Murayama and Kate shouted, which knocked Naruto out of his mind. He was touching the spot where Ezra had kissed him. Sorry. Naruto blushed as the girls glared at him. Era, somebody is jealous, a voice said. Naruto turned to the sacred gear and his eyes widened. It was none other than the black-haired girl Reztia. Reztia-chan, what are you doing here? If anyone could see, Naruto was cut off by Kate. Naruto-kun, Reztia-chan has special power that can allow her to hide her presence, and only person she wants to see her will. She explained and narrowed her eyes. What are you doing there? Oh, come on. I am bored of only talking to you girls. Reztia jumped and sat on Naruto's laps. I want to enjoy some time with Naruto-kun. After school. You. Naruto and Reztia stopped and cast an annoyed glare as the pervert Issei came running up to him with